And welcome everybody. Thank you very much for being here. We're just getting started here. Thank you very much. Let me jump on here. There we go. Okay. Don't think things weren't working right, but thank you for being here. Demager, yes, I know I'm not alone. I got a house full of kids. That's definitely not alone. And good evening for you as well, sir. Thank you very much for being here, Angus. And Q Creator, thank you very, very much for being here. I got the Windrose bug going on. I've been having a lot of fun with it, so I decided to keep going with it. Hey, doing well here as well. I hope you're doing good there, Griffin. Thank you very much for swinging by. I don't think the poll thing is working properly. It's like not showing on any of my chat screens properly at all, and I don't know why. I think that's a YouTube thing that's going on right now. I thought I heard something about it, but I could be wrong. Hey, Captain Afterland, good to see you. Thanks for being here. We are dual streaming on both YouTube and Twitch today, again, as usual, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So, yeah, the poll is kind of interesting because, hey, Tranquilla, good to see you. Thank you very much for being here. So, you can see it fully, huh? 11 votes so far, 82 for the new and 18 for the no. Okay, well, that's very interesting. Because first of all, I'm monitoring it on my phone, but then again, I'm logged in as me, and I'm the one that issued it, so I probably wouldn't be able to see it on there. But over on the chat over here, I should be able to see it, and it's like cut off for some reason, and I don't know why. Let me try something here real quick. I want to see something. I'm not telling you to end. I just want to see it. See, now that's better. Now it's showing. So I had to like drag it up for some reason. That's kind of weird. So yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. So been working lots, so I've been missing your streams. Oh, well, you know, I didn't stream last week. So ever since we'd had that the 3K celebration that Saturday, I kind of laid low for a week and had a nice relaxful evening last Wednesday and just chilled out, took it easy, didn't really do much, and you know, made dinner at a casual pace. Today was just an absolute rush. I even left early, a little bit early today from work to try to get here, and it almost wasn't enough time, to be honest. So thank you, Intense Serenities. I appreciate you being here. I don't know if that means you're walking away or you're going to be lurking, but thank you very much for swinging by. I appreciate it. Hit the like button over there on YouTube, and it really does help things out. Yeah, so maybe just doing a new Windrose sounds like it's a good way to go. I have been progressing in my current character, currently level 8 finally. Was talking about possibly doing a server and getting a few people on, but the thing about that is I would have to either rent a server so that the game would be active at all times and anybody could get on and off at any particular time. 4 people usually is about what it can handle. You can do 8, but they even said that you're going to have some performance issues if you do 8. So to try to keep it to 4. So that's great. Lurking, and we'll definitely rewatch it later. Okay, well, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, you know, just kind of kicked that around, and I'm like, no, I'm not in a position to rent a server right now. And multiplayer is great, but I would have to have the game active at the time for anybody to get on there and goof around or whatever they want to do. And my play times are varying. I may get home from work and jump on for an hour or two and jump back off and crash for the rest of the evening, or I may do a bunch of stuff around here, do some dinner, and then sometime late 10 o'clock Eastern time, I might jump on and play for a little while. So it may not work out the way I anticipated. So, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Thanks for the wave over there, Demaker. I appreciate you over on Twitch. So, you know, that's just going to have to be the way things are. I may not be able to do that, but maybe one day down the road we could do that. We shall see. So yeah, so it looks like I'm going to go ahead and end the poll now and say that even though we don't have a lot of people watching right now, you know, that's the leaning is more towards watching early game again, which I think is pretty cool. The battles and the ships are really neat. They really, really are. Once you get them down, you kind of know what you're doing. But I'm starting to learn where to put the talent points, where to put the experience points and things like that, so that way you can play best. And a lot of us have been doing that. So let's go ahead and end that poll for now. And we're going to call it an 82-18 split towards a new game. Let's go ahead and switch over to the main screen, and there it is. Okay, I was hoping it would show up. I was like, I thought I had that program to be there. There it is. So that's my current character at level 8. I'm going to go ahead and start with a new character. We'll go ahead and do that. I've decided to switch over to the tricorn hat as well. I think it's a better better option for me as far as my play style and everything like that is concerned. I still have Stanley in here, and he was kind of moving along, but I'm probably going to delete the character and I'll start over again. So we're going to create a new character real quick here. I am going to go with something very standard here so we can just get a move on. Let's just go with the default character up here. I like him. I'm not going to change anything about him too. We're just going to keep him going, except we just need to give him a name other than Adventure, like Golden Gek does. So we'll go ahead and do a quick name. Let's see. It looks kind of rough. Grizzled. Rough and grizzled. Let me see. Gruffy? Maybe I'll name him Gruffy. That sounds pretty good. I'll name him Gruffy for now. And he's not going to last long. We're just going to go ahead and play with him tonight, and I'll just we'll play some of the game. And like I said, I'm starting to learn a lot of the things about it. Captain Graybeard. Yeah. That's me, by the way. I guess I'm Captain Graybeard. Legitimate businessman. Warfrat over on Twitch. Legitimate businessman. I think that may be too many characters. I think I might. I think I'm limited to 20, and I think that's more than that. I'm pretty sure. So, very good, very good. Angus, I don't know. Captain Graybeard? Let's just do Captain Graybeard. I like that. We'll just go with that. I think I can go with the whole thing. Let me see. Are we going to do gray? Gray. That looks good. Captain Graybeard. Upstanding citizen, cut it out. All right, level 1, we're going to select them. We're going to play. Now, we're going to do solo, of course, and I can create a new world here. Pardon me. So one of the things I want to show some folks here is that you can make it as easy as you want. You can make it easy and then drop these sliders all the way down. I just want to see. I never knew how far you could drag them. Looks like 20% at 40. 40 on the enemy ship health modifier. And it looks like 20 on the rest, so that's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. So we can make it as easy as we want, and that's something I might do at a later date. So maybe we'll just keep it easy for now, just so we can goof off and play and have a little less in the death arena. And I guarantee you I'm still going to die several times because all you have is your fists at the start. So let's go ahead and confirm that. We're going to call this world easy peasy. And move on, and let's go ahead and get started. So I think that's pretty neat that you can adjust the world that way, so I'm kind of happy about that. And my current archipelago world that I've got, archipelago, is got one thing set down one level, and that's just the enemy strength at C, and that's it. So I regret not starting on easy now, not that the game is too hard or overestimating my skill. Well, you know, but you can go back in and you can adjust the world again. You can just go in and adjust it just before you start. Before you choose the world, you can select it and then go to settings and you can readjust it anytime you want. You can't do it while you're in game, while you're in the world, so you have to exit back to the main menu, select the world, and you can readjust it again. I have everything on this easiest settings, and it's still tough if you don't keep your stuff upgraded. True. I did reduce enemy damage in the third biome. Wasn't fun to die all the time. Yeah, I hear that. Hey, Coffee Ghost, good to see you. Thanks for swinging by. I appreciate you. I saw you were streaming, I think it was last night, if I remember correctly. I don't think I caught it, though. No, it's not locked at all, Warfrat. You can change those anytime you want. How much is the game right now? Last I checked, I want to say US, it was like $29, $28, $29. It's under 30, I know that. When it's on sale, they knock like $5 off the price or something along those lines. So it's really not that expensive. And frankly, I'm just loving the building aspect of it. I think it's really a lot of fun. So, yep, I wake up, check the back of my head, big bump back there. Yep. Blimey, your ship's under attack. All right, one to draw the saber. I'll be changing that later. Actually, there's an old reason why I keep my saber at number 5. I always keep my pickaxe at 1, my axe at 2, my shovel at 3. I usually keep a different element here at 4, depending upon what it is. It can be ranged or not. Same thing with 6. And then 7 and 8 are usually just dependent upon myself. And the reason why is because of Minecraft, believe it or not. I've always kept my pickaxe at 1 and my sword at 5. Because when you start the game, you usually get an axe and a pickaxe right away. that's where they go. They go in 1 and 2. So I've always kept it that way. So yeah, I got the, too bad I can't grab stuff in here, huh? Doctor, thank goodness. Skip the details. How bad is it? Oh, you're all screwed. Okay. All right, we're on our way. That was the first time you've been able to catch me live? Glad you did. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. But yeah, it's not bad. The pricing in this game is ridiculous. And there was actually a story going around that it was intended to be like Battle Pass and free to play at first and chargeable things throughout the whole thing. And then they did some of the beta testing. They're like, screw this. They revamped the whole game and they did it this way, PvE. It's fantastic. I really think that this is the game that I've been looking for as far as a good pirate game is concerned. So, oh, I got to drink the coffee first, right? Okay, now I can break the barricade. My bad. All right. Whoop. Yep, I've kind of figured out some of these things that these guys do. Is there another guy over here? No? Oh yeah, there was one more guy. There we go. He's gone. And that's the end of the fighting for now. As it loads up and gets us into the whole thing here. Let's see. Oh, 25 over in Germany right now, euros. Yeah. Lots of fun for small money. Yeah, I'm telling you, man. 180 hours in, Angus. Holy crap. I think you got a lot more than I do. Yeah, like I said, I only finally made it to level 8. So, that's something. I haven't even gotten a second ship yet. I got my original battleship, but that's it. But the bases I'm having fun with. I finally got crops planted, so I'm actually doing something in there. You'll see a little more. I have a video coming out on Sundays. Next 2 Sundays, you'll see some updates on that. I don't know how long I'll do that series for. I think once No Man's Sky updates, everything will take over in a different direction. Yeah, right. And for the money, man, come on. I'm getting my money's worth out of it. At least that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Trying to see if my microphone's picking up the lawnmower. My neighbor's mowing across the way. I already mowed the other day, so they're trying to get it in before some rain comes in. Throw the bodies overboard. Kaplook. Yes, please continue. You can't hear the game right now? Yeah, there was no audio in the game. Or if it's too low, let me know. Oh, the mower you can't hear? Okay, got it. It's loud to me, but, you know, it is what it is. Eventually, it'll open. It doesn't take too long on loading, I've noticed anyway, so. And what do you call it? Dune's got an update coming in soon. Something to do with the polar caps, but that just kind of, to me, that kind of throws me way off. It's like, no. It's supposed to be a desert planet. But hey, I'm just saying. Hey, Miss Chase, good to see you. Funny thing about him later, so I'm rewatching E6 on your bounty. Rewatching episode 6 of the Bounty Hunter series. That was a cool series. I had a great time. Need to figure out where you are and why you're still alive. Is it going to keep doing that over and over again? Alright, I guess I got to let it go. Let it go, Paul. Let it go. They should cut the grass with a sword like normal pirates do. Right? How my shore adventure began. And so we begin. So here we are on the usual island, and that has our first good weapon over there. And we have nothing but a broken sword and a pistol. But I will use the pistol. I've only got 10 ammo. I have nothing to shoot with it, but we'll get there in a minute. Let's pick up some wood, stones. And the thing I've been learning all along the way is that everything out here is collectible. Collect everything. As much as you can, you'll need it all. You've been rewatching all of them? They should just redo it with that. Yeah, I hear you. Just cut the lawn with a sword. I like the fact that even though it says you're hungry, which means your health is really low, at a low steading, if you will, it doesn't really affect your play. So you can just keep going and going and going, and you could stay at hunger the whole time. I like that. So, Janet, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. All right. Let's open some of these up. I don't think I need all this in that upper inventory area. Oh, right. That's right. Hey, we got a pearl out of it, so we got some ammunition, if you will. Now we should be able to make some stuff here soon. All the seaweed gives you is the plant fiber, which is kind of nice. Somebody taught me that in one of the streams one time. I was like, you got to be kidding me. I thought it was just there for decoration, but nope, apparently not. Get a crab. Oh, there's another one. Get back here. Got to be careful. Don't go too deep into the woods yet, because the boars will start attacking. Oh, okay, no problem. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying it for that reason. Whoa. Nice jump and attack there. Alright, I think we got enough fiber. We should be able to make a campfire now for plant fiber. So I will probably just make my first starter base here. I don't think it'll be much of a problem. This is always a good spot to be in. And you can see how far out you can go with the building. So I'm going to put this up in here and give myself a little extra room. So now we can make a workbench. We have enough wood to do that, so we'll just put it over here. There we go. Cats. Remember, you are its servant. Yeah, no. Hope I don't misspell too much. Can't get my glasses because my cat is sleeping on me. I know your pain, dude. Our cat does that all the time. My wife will be doing it, just falls right back on her and just sits there and just like right here in her face. And it's just like sitting there just looking at her. Like, yeah, I've got to be paid exclusive attention to. Thank you very much. I need one more piece of wood. Wrong button. The escape button is what you want to use here, Paul. Wood. All right. Now we can make a fire. And we can cook food. There we go. And I don't think we can cook much except some boiled crab, but it's a start. That gives us some food to go with. Now, early game, I always put the food in a numbered area, but later on we'll do other stuff. We need some bandages though. So I'm going to make some coarse fabric. That should do. Okay. And we can make some bullets, at least. Something's better than nothing. We won't be using the gun too much early on. It's going to be a lot of... That's where I usually put my repair stuff, my bandages. Okay, good deal. So, yeah, it's just... It's what you got to use for the time being until you get a high enough level. Now, we do need a stone pickaxe and a stone axe, so we're going to need both of those. I think we'll need the axe first. I'm going to just grab some more rocks, or a coconut is fine. And it's afternoon, of course. I don't see any of the boars yet. You're going to get attacked sooner or later, I know that, but... There we go. Whoop, got it. All right, what do we got? Wasn't trying to drop it. I think I might have accidentally dropped it. No, I guess I did open them. Oh, there was only one. That's all it was. Okay, good. All right, I found that the Triton's horn is actually very useful, so I've been kind of collecting them. We'll see how it goes. Thanks, Miss Chase, about hitting the like button. Appreciate that, folks. Yeah, it does help the channel a lot. Domesticating humans was a smart move for them. Yeah, indeed. Yeah, absolutely. They definitely domesticated us. So we didn't get this house for us. We got it for the cat. We all know this. Good to see you over here, by the way, Warfrat. Appreciate that. Wisdom, I ran out of gunpowder well before I started getting any more. Yeah, that happened to me. So that's why I don't usually use the gun very often. I only use it under extreme circumstances, so. But nothing will attack us while we're within the range of this. Well, nothing will wander in, except I think one boar at some point or another. So I'm going to get the stone axe first. We need one more piece of wood to get a regular one, so to do that, let me just move that over. We can just bust up this stuff. Now, there is something to be said. A lot of folks tell me, go ahead and use a heavy swing to break these things down, but you use a lot more stamina when you do that. And once you get that one stamina ring, that gives you a 35% stamina reduction when you're mining and stuff like that, when you're doing harvesting of materials, it doesn't help when you're doing the full heavy swing like this. So I suggest just sticking with the regular swings when you get that ring. And this stuff gives you a lot more wood at the very beginning, so that's why I usually gather it up. All right, let's grab some more. Go. And your axe is a good friend for now. The sword, the broken sword, does work when you're being attacked, but your axe actually does more damage, and it's quick. Yeah, I don't think I'm getting any wood out of that. This will give me wood, I think. Come on, there we go. Amazing how much wood you get later on when you're on the open seas and stuff like that, picking up those floating barrels. They're really great. All right, and I guess we could break these up too. We're getting nails out of this too usually. Yeah, I see them now in the #1 slot. You do need the nails later on. There we go. All right, that looks pretty good. All right. That's a good start. Cleaned up the beach a little bit as well, so let's go ahead and get our... Get you guys out of the way. Let's get our pickaxe. Okay, that should do it. All right, let's see, what else do we need to do? We need to build, what can we build? We need to build one of our tents. That gives us a, can't sleep in it or anything like that, but it gives us a restore point. So hit E, and you now have your revival point. New building set unlocked. What can we do? Okay, so we got torches. We've got the pyre that you can make. Yep, how you sure begin. Yeah, and a disassembly table. There's nothing really else, but these torches are very handy, man. You can put them anywhere. You don't have to be within your plot. You can put them in your mining cave. So if you, in the copper that you're mining replenishes itself every 6 hours. So once you've cleaned it all out and you're putting torches down, leave the torches there. When next time you come back, we're being attacked for the first time. Next time you come back, the torches will still be there. And as you uncover stuff... Alright, let's see if we can beat this guy. Wow, one shot. Okay, then. Oh, we changed the settings to easy. Palm trees will give you a good amount of wood. Try to keep your coconut trees around. They will respawn coconuts later on. Oh, that actually hit me and hurt me. I got more injured from that than I did from the bird. Alright. So, that coconut palm. Just touch it and you get all the coconuts to drop out of it. Love that. There we go. Alright. So now we have that. There we go. Alright, we got 50 wood on us now. We need to build a... Can we build storage yet? Yes, we can. I suggest going with one of these just because they are bigger. So I'm just going to do one of these. That'll be fine. And they all hold the same amount. And as long as you're in your camp, they are accessible to you from anywhere in the camp. There we go. That's good. Alright, a little more food maybe. We can do dodo broth. That's fantastic. Okay, great. And it is now nighttime. Can we make a bed? I think we can, right? We need 2 more plant fiber right now. I love that we can craft from storage. I know, right? You get all that storage set up, you drop everything in, and everything is accessible to you as long as you're within the bounds of your camp. And that is also really cool, rather than having to go to find it and figure out what chest you put it in. And the labeling system I'm not too keen on. It's okay, but I'm sure they'll expand that out and give us more things to put on it. I'd love to be able to name them ourselves and put our own words on them. I hope they make that a thing. There we go. That should give us some fiber. Not that kind of fiber. And if you stand in front of it, if you have that fiber on you, you just hit the Q button. As long as you've already got fiber in there, it should deposit it. Oh, I know why. As long as it's in your backpack inventory, and then you hit Q. It drops it in. So that's pretty cool. I wanted to check this game out, so I downloaded the game's demo a while back and didn't get to play it now. Now it's not playable. Yeah, that's because they changed too much about it. They've changed the whole aspect of it. So does everyone think it's worth the money? I think it is. Let everybody else answer, but I think it is. I think it really is worth the money. It's really good for the early access game. Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing how far you can get in this. So, and I've been having a blast with the building opportunities. Maybe when we're done with this section here and we get a little later on in the stream, if you can stick around, I'll show you what I've built so far. I've figured something out finally. As you all know, I don't build things so grandiose as many other people do. I build them functionally. I have functional builds. Anybody who plays Dune with me knows this. It's a functional build. I've got a double stacked shoebox that I use out in Dune, and it is perfectly adequate for what I need. I don't go crazy. I don't have all the columns and the special doors and the spiral staircases. None of that crap. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in making it functional with maybe a little bit of finesse thrown in to make it cutesy. That's about it. So let me see what we got here. So I can build the bed now, right? Yes, sirree. Now the bed has to be under an overhang, so we do have to do something. You can do a pre-built unit like this, and that's fine if you want to go that far. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a couple of very simple floor parts here. Let's see. Let's just put it over here by the tent. There. Oh, I didn't know it would link up like that. Look at that. Then we're going to do some walls. Let's just do this. And we need a roof. Some simple overhangs. And we have ourselves indoors. And that's all there is to it. All right, so now we can do our bed if I have saved enough materials. I did not. I'm still short materials. So I can't sleep yet. Darn it. Now, nighttime is a bad time to be out. Don't stray too far away from your camp, because the undead are around, and at normal levels they will wipe the map with you. There we go. You let my stamina catch back up to me. There we go. Oh, that sounds familiar. My age, you know. All right. Bed. Time to make the bed. That's not a bed. And that looks pretty good. And now, instead of that being our revival point, we can make this our revival point. And then, if you look at where the sun is, beautiful sunsets, by the way. The scenery in this is fantastic. The graphics and the CG, absolutely wonderful. So, did they ever make it so you can order the doctor to do tasks for you? I haven't seen that yet, Janet. I haven't seen that yet. I have found that you can, if you delete this campsite that we have here, yeah, that there, and get rid of it, the doctor disappears. So next time you have another campsite just like this and you build it, you can walk right up to this and summon him to the camp through that. So he'll show up over here and you can hit summon and he'll appear. So I think that's pretty cool. So it's nighttime, right? The sun is literally just hitting the horizon. If I get in bed now, you look at the sky, it's going to change just a little bit, but not by much. And now it's nighttime. Is it going to go all the way through today? I don't think it will. Oh, it did. It did. So we watch for the sun to rise, and it stops. So that's how to get through to the day. Just click a button on your mouse, and you're back to normal. Okay, daytime. We don't have to worry about the bad guys at night. So I need to get... Let's check our journal here. We need to kill a boar and obtain its hide. Okie dokies. There should be a boar right over here. And before we do, there we go. Got a little meal going on. Let's see how easy these guys are or not, as the case may be. Oh, I got to get a little further away. Got the coastal dodos. The gray ones won't attack on sight. The blue ones will. It is, oh, it's beautiful scenery. Absolutely beautiful scenery. Hey, Parser, good to see you over there on Twitch, dude. How you doing? How you doing? A New Yorker comes out. Ah, there's a boar over here. I can see him in the distance. Now, if there's a sow nearby, the sow will join in the fight, so if you can avoid it, try to. Okay, I would say that was pretty easy to beat that guy. So at these levels that I've had it set to, it's actually fairly simple to beat these guys. So, not surprising. So I'm picking up some potatoes while I'm at it. How's you, Joey? Hey, I'm doing all right, man. You know, I got relatives from New York. You know, I'm from New York originally, but you can hear it a little bit in my accent, but I'm not as bad as some. Try to pick up those crabs anytime you can. Anytime you see them floating around, running around on the beach, pick them up. They make some tasty, tasty foods. All right. So does everyone start in the same place, island, every time? Sort of. The same island, you start on the same island, yes. But the arrangements of the islands around you in all these areas, because this map, you can see how far back I'm pulling. There's a huge map here. There's a lot of islands. The arrangement of where the islands are located, each of the other islands are going to differ from one load to the next. So on this particular map that I've selected, what did I call it? Easy Peasy. It's different from Archipelago, which is also different from Manly Stanley's map. So, yeah, very different. Lived in Rochester when you were 2. That's all I've got. Well, I lived on Eastern Long Island until I was 14. So, you're setting up a server for MJ. I thought about it. I really did think about it. I was talking about that earlier as to whether I would do that. You visited New York once? Well, that's good. I said, I grew up there. I lived there for 14 years, and I've been back one time 30 years ago. Wow, that's a long time. And even after that visage of like 10 years from the time I moved to Florida to when I visited, even in that 10 years, a lot had changed. But we were there pre World Trade Center disaster. So that's when we went up there. And I remember as a kid standing on top of the World Trade Centers. and getting pictures and photos and stuff like that. I still have an original poster from when I visited there back in the 90s. No, pardon me, early 80s. Yeah, it was early 80s, so it goes back away. Elon plays Water Valheim. That's a good way of putting it there, One Thumb. Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, it was a long time ago I was there. I went up inside the Statue of Liberty. I've been there. I was on there on a school field trip. I remember that. And let me see, I was about 10 years old, nine years old there. Moved here from New York when I was 16, only visited once. That's the same thing here. Now Florida, and that's where I was. I moved to Florida. I was down there for 20 years. Lived there for over 12 years in the Jacksonville area. Yeah. Snowbird Haven? Yeah, it's Jacksonville. So you're in South New York then. No, I'm not in Florida anymore. I'm actually in Kentucky. Don't mind telling people that either. I'm in Kentucky. I have to pass through Survival Bob's neck of the woods every time I go visit my parents and my friends down in Florida. So I pass through his town on I-75 every single time to go visit my parents and stuff. So I keep telling him next time I hit like 99% Survival Bob, you know, you're 99% Bob today, I'm going to swing by his house and I'm going to shove him off the camera and take over his stream. But I got to get his address first. Now, that he'll tell me, or let me do that. We'll see. Water Valheim. I like that. That's really, really great. So, I see. Wave next time you pass through North Carolina. I like North Carolina. Me and my wife visited North Carolina many, many times. Really big fan of Asheville. The Smokies, of course, visiting the Smoky Mountains and everything like that. We've done some camping up that way too. So really like the outdoors up there. It's a lot more fun. Sliding Rock, I'm sure you've heard of Sliding Rock. We've been there a couple times. So I am in Kentucky, yes, Coffee Ghost. In a small little college town called Lexington. Ended up here about, it's been over 20 years. Be 21, almost 21 years now that we were here. So yeah, I ended up here to get work. The hurricanes blew us up here. That's the big joke that we used to always say. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh, make some boots. Can I make boots here, or do I have to make the other thing? I think I got to make the other thing. Yep, got to make that. What do I need? Coarse fabric. Of course I do. Of course I need coarse fabric. By the way, you can change this if you want to make more. You can increase the amounts that you can make. I got 5 more of those. I need 5 more. So I need a lot of underbrush right now. You are too? That's cool. North of Lexington? Cool beans. Cool beans. There's a lot north of Lexington. Not too many people realize that. There's a lot north of us. A lot more than people might understand. It's a big state. To put it in perspective, the state of Kentucky is nearly the size of Great Britain. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's North Carolina is actually bigger than Great Britain by itself. So to put that in perspective for those of you who are from the European area, that you understand that when we travel, we travel. We go long distances. I have to go over, there's about, I think in kilometers, it's about 2,500 kilometers to go visit my parents. And I do it driving. So that gives you a rough idea. You live close to the Ark Encounter. Gotcha. Yeah, I know about where that is, yes. It's not too far out. I kind of like it here. I'm on the very southern edge of the town, so to speak, and it's quieter here. We actually have farmlands out south of us here, and with the exception of the people mowing the lawn, it's a great neighborhood, good people. And to give you an idea, the drivers, and drivers everywhere suck. We all know this, okay? Everybody would say they suck in Florida. They suck. No, they suck everywhere. Okay, be honest. The attitude people have on sucking is a whole nother ball of wax. So someone told me the other day, as someone kind of cut me off, raced ahead, and then turned down a side street just so they could get down there. And I got upset about that. I was talking to someone. They said, you know what? They probably really had to poop. And I cracked up laughing so hard. Like, you know what? That is a great way to look at it. People will literally stop, allow people to, we'll sit at a 4-way stop and look at each other like, no, you go first. No, please, after you. No, thank you. I appreciate it. And it's just, there's so many people that are just very easygoing around here. And that's one reason why I stick to it. I like to stay around here because of that. So Let's see. Let's see. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh, right, right. Sidetrack, sidetrack. There we go. 5 more. So now I can build, not a bed, I can build armor and clothing workshop. Now this has to be, I think, indoors. Nope, I guess it does work outdoors. Roof required. How small a roof can we make? Let's test this theory, shall we? I am curious. I wanna goof this like nobody's business. Hold on. Come on, a little higher. There you go. Is that good enough? Good enough. You got your roof. All right, so what do I need? I need 1 more rough hide, and I need 2 more coarse fabric. Coarse fabric is easy. I'll just make that. And we need to go hunt down another boar for the rough hide. Now, I know that same area that we were in should have a couple sows over there. So we'll head over there right now. Yay! I didn't realize how easy this is going to be. Ooh, peppers. So, I found some peppers. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark the map here with this little plant right here, and then I can change it and say peppers. There we go. And when I harvest these 3 plants, it may come back as 3 plants, it may come back as 4, it could be 6, could be 2. But after a few hours, it'll come back and you'll have more peppers there. So we're going to go to the same area that we found the sweet potatoes at, right about here. There should be a couple of sows, 1 or 2 nearby. I'm going to circle around. I thought there were, but I guess not. Maybe I'll have to... Ah, ooh, that scared me. Sorry. Parser, thank you very much for following and for making me have to go change my underwear. I appreciate that. And I guess I have that volume just up a little bit high. Whew. Kevin's for adult diapers. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Just joking there. Should be more peppers here. And there are. There we go. Another marking on the map. Peppers. And apply. Okay. And we have found the cave. It's the Cave of Wonders. Well, no, it's nothing really to wonder about in there. You can get copper in there. And fortunately, nothing will attack you while you're getting your copper. So I'm going to go up the hill here and find some more peppers up here because I know that they would be here. Good grief, that's a lot of peppers. Holy mackerel. And there should have been more boars, but I'm not seeing any. I wonder if it reduces the amount of creatures you have to fight. That would be interesting, and that's going to be kind of sucky too, because you kind of need them. Coastal dodo. Coastal dodos. I do need the dodos. You need the eggs, you need the dodos, but... Oh my gosh. I haven't seen this many peppers in one area in a long time. Alright, let's go over here. There should be some boars, I think, over here. Maybe some dodos. We should get attacked. But there's treasures here. Hey, we found them. Hi, boar. Come on. Urgh. Just get over here. Good deal. So that actually wasn't difficult, and I lost very little health from it. There should be another sow over here and another sow here. We get close, they'll attack. Where'd the other one go? One over here. Wow, this is like too easy almost, I think. Make a fire and spit and roast one. No. Glad to help with the twofer. Appreciate that. Not mackerel, peppers. Holy mackerel. Yeah, all right. I gotcha. I just realized what you're trying to tell me there. Thank you. Actually, you deserve it. Yeah. All right, what do we got? We got a minor healing potion. Excellent. And stuff to sell. So healing potions I like to put up here. And none of this stuff goes up here. We're running out of inventory space fast. Okay. That didn't take up any space. No, it didn't. It's the same items. Good, good, good. Always pay attention. All right, we got more beads, and we get simple bed with headboard. Nice. That does not take up any space in there, but if you go in your inventory under curios, you can now learn this by selecting it, and it's now in your inventory. You can now make these items, and you can go into resources discovered that tells you how you can do certain things. This is a very good mainstay, the spicy skewered crab, as well as the spicy chicken with potato. That's really good stuff. Egg broth and the coconut soup are good. So, good stuff. And then your adventure has challenges, as you can see. You can complete those, and then you just get a reward for it. All right, so that's 2 of the items. There's one more, and I think it's on the other side of this wall. No. I'm just getting fiber. I got to go through a different way. Ah, here we go. There we go. An ancient chest, and we got another clay vase, another wooden talisman, and now we got more plans for our house. Excellent. Curios, let's learn that real quick. We're done. I would not normally do this in here, but I've been finding it too easy to fight these things, so. And you can see on the map up above, there's a check mark, which means I have completed finding everything that was here. So, we're in good shape. So I'm going to head back to my house. Now, where's my house? Another little trick you can do. Here's my main bonfire. Throw down a house. Call it home. I have caps lock on, apparently. And show outside the minimap border. Apply. And that will show from now on. So if I look at my map, you can see at the top right corner, my house is there. So anytime I'm lost, I know where I can start running to in order to get back home. Peppa Pig. One dodo? I didn't think I came in that early in your play. Nice. No. This is just, we decided, I put out a poll and decided to do a new playthrough, new start, just to show the game from the beginning. There's some folks here that haven't seen this game yet, so. Whoop. There we go. My stamina had run out, so I was trying to wait for it to gather back up again. I can't pick up the egg or the feather because, unfortunately, my inventory is full, but my house is right over there. And another thing, too, when that stuff drops, I have never seen them despawn. Never seen them despawn, so you can always go back and grab them later on. Stuff you throw on the ground never despawns. At least I haven't seen it yet. I don't know if that's something they're going to fix or do or what have you, but there it is. And as you get close to it back to your camp, you should start healing again. All right, let's see. Let's put some stuff away. Yeah, actually, everything just needs to go in there. No, except you. You stay. There. Okay, and right-click. Okay, good. That should do it. What else can we make? So the skewered crab legs we can make, and they are a secondary food item that you're allowed to eat. So you can get them as well as the other dish that you made, which was the boiled crab earlier. What can I make? Boiled soup and dodo broth. We also have skewered meat, which just gives me maximum health, but some of these give like 5 agility. Skewered meat doesn't give me anything, but the skewered crab gives me 5 strength. The boiled crab is just regular. This gives a 10 vitality. Egg broth is 10 agility. So I'm going to make just a couple of these because I want a little extra food, and that should do it for now. So we won't hear you yelling, "Where is my ship?" No. You can pull in the ships real easily when you get one. When you get them. Sometimes drop a marker. I want to go back and pick it up later, otherwise I'll never find it. True, that happens. There's a basket in a forest with ore somewhere. I've spent way too much time trying to find it again. Oh boy, I see what you mean. That's the reason why you did that. Okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, I know. Where's my ship? Where's my ship? All right, what do we got? So I'm going to move you over here, move you over here. Okay. Think we're ready to do a little more exploring, and it's what? It's just afternoon. Nothing special going on there. Let's take a look at our map. We got a couple question marks here. I want to hit this one first because if I remember correctly, this actually has something for me and has a weapon that I can get. So I'm going to go ahead that way. As we leave our comfort zone, as you see, it's at level 2. And what should happen in a moment, there it goes, you got a countdown timer. So if you notice, my stamina will refill immediately. So quick stamina refills are very, very handy. I'm going to pull my axe back out because it's turning out to be the handiest thing. And I'm just going to keep picking up loose items along the way because smart move. I don't want to pick up too much. So the same items I can pick up: Triton, wood, stones, and clams. Scallops, I should say. Oops. Don't let your stamina run out too completely, especially if you're going to be fighting something soon. Alright, so there should be something over here for us. And we can get some of it, but we can't get all of it because we need a shovel. And we're going to need to get our copper ore soon if we want to do that. Okay. Who else wants to attack? So here's one. We get Homeward Journey, which takes us back home from wherever we are. And we get Twist of Fancy. It tells us a story and adds to us a little bit of a quest. But we'll worry about that later. There is one more item to get, and what you do is when you find these little campsites, look at the trees and look for a tree with a ribbon in it. Like over here. Hello, boar. Ooh, I didn't see the second hit coming. That's me. See how it has the cloth in the tree? That means there's a treasure buried in here somewhere, but we don't have a shovel yet, so we have to come back. It probably has the weapon I'm looking for, so I came here just maybe a little bit too early. Hey, more peppers. I'll grab them because, you know, honestly, I go through these things like water. Love that you have the auto loot and you don't have to click on... Oh, the auto loot. Gotcha, gotcha. Yes, auto looting them is actually pretty good. And you know what? Kind of dumb. I should have done this. So I'm going to do the boiled crab. You see my maximum hit point increased. And if I do one more, it goes up one more. But this time I get a nice stat boost to my strength. I almost want to fight the undead now. I want to see what they're like at this level with these settings. Grab. Grab. There we go. Just grab everything you can, man. This early on, it's worth it. I mean, I can pick all this stuff up and get more plant fiber, but there'll be easier ways to do it later. By all means, you can take shortcuts too. 1,000 cuts? I'm not a big fan of it. I understand the reasoning. It actually is a pretty good weapon if you like the stabbing style weapons. Piercing, I think you want to call them. The thing about it is, and the good thing about it is, it stacks. So the first time you hit them, it starts doing over time 24 hits of damage, or 12 if you will. Next time you hit it, it doubles it to 24. It adds another 12 to it, and another 12, and another 12. Every single time you hit them. I think it's up to 5 times if I remember correctly, which is handy. So yeah, we know what the undead are like. We have no brains. They have no brains, which is why they want to eat yours without salt. Exless, good to see you, my friend. Absolutely, absolutely. Wow, look how much stuff I picked up. Good grief. Hold on. There, okay. All right. And I'm not going to bother with the homeward journey. I don't need it right now. Oh, wood. Put the wood in. Okay. We're going to have to make another box, unfortunately. There we go. Another box built. Okay, so what else can we do here? So we can make our boots, right? Boots gotten. Let's go ahead and wear those. And I can't tell you how many times I've taken these things and just tossed them. You see how it just ends up over there, and it's going to get a little sparkly. And you see the sparkles coming off it? It will never leave. I love it. Just got all shopping done finally. Undead never bother me. I must be lacking what they want. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I hope they implement a loot filter so I don't pick up stuff all the time that I don't want. I don't never heard of a loot filter before, but that's interesting. Yeah, I think it's 5 stacks on the 1,000 cuts saber. I am a slash. I like slash weapons, like cutlass, the two-handed sword, which is probably what we're going to end up getting while we're here. So, and we're getting towards late afternoon. I do want to head back the other way. Which way should I go? We already got that one. Let's get to this one because it's like really close. So let's head over there and we'll check it out. I should probably put the sword away or get rid of it. Okay, it should be right here. Oh, I know what this is. Yep. This is the part of the quest line. So we've got ourselves a sailor in a boat. He's dead. So we're going to pick up the rapier is what we're getting here, which is Pierce. The one weapon I just told you guys I don't like. A lamp and a blurry sketch of the island. 15 men on a dead man's chest. So there is a buried treasure here. Supply cache is giving us a fast travel bell that we can now make. So, and there you go. So we've got that done. So we got a fast travel bell we can put on the island. A lamp, which I honestly, I don't think I ever use them. I'll go ahead and use this for now. This is useless to me. But I really think that the axe is a better weapon for the time being. But I'll give this a shot, just because. So, see what I mean? It does do a slash at one point, but everything's very precise on the where you hit. So, found a two-headed sword with a cool special attack on the swamp biome. Oh, which sword would that be? You got to tell me. There's another uncovered place over here. This is the 15 med on a dead man's chest. And that's how my adventure started. Let's go to the other one real quick and see if we can uncover the last question mark. We'll pick up stuff on the way, maybe. There we go. And we are going to head to the cave in a minute and pick up some copper. And that should open up some more stuff for us to be able to do. So, whoop, more peppers. I hate to mark them on the map because there's just so many of them everywhere, and it's close by the other one too, so. But I'll do it again. There was a lot here, so. Okay. This way. There's the question mark. And if I'm not mistaken, it's ruins. And it's the Dodo ruins or something like that is what I like to call them. Yes, it is. Okay, we'll get a lot of stuff here from them. Feathers and the like. Nothing's attacking me, so I'll go ahead and grab it. More of that stuff. Is there anything I can get rid of? I can get rid of the plant fiber for now. Oh. And that's the thing I don't like about it, is its lack of... You have to be like dead on pointing at them. But there is a T for tracking that you press that and it'll automatically track to the nearest thing that you're trying to attack, I guess. Alright, I'll grab the eggs. And as long as he wasn't in range when you were being attacked, he's not going to attack you. And we need a rope to climb. Oh, no, we can go right down? We can go right down. Okay. And we do have any wood on us? We do, a little bit. How many we got? There's 2 things, so the second thing's going to be underground, but I'm going to grab the eggs while I'm here. So let's go down there. We have 2 pieces of wood. That should be enough. And something tells me I think I need more. Let me go and grab 1 or 2 more pieces here. It's not what I was trying to do. Oh well, it's not like I'm going to grab this guy anyway. Come on. Thank you. There we go. That should be enough. Into the cave we go. It drains a lot of life from the enemies and heals you with it. Yes, I think I know what sword you're talking about. That's the one I've been looking for and I really want, but I haven't gotten to the swamp yet. So, while we're here... And there you go. And there's a room over there, so guess what's in that room? Friends. So let's see something here. I'm curious. I wanted to try something, and I've been wanting to try this for a while, but they can't get past the torches. And neither can I. And I've just killed them both. I'll go back in here and destroy a torch. And there we go. And the torches will be here forever. So there's some stuff here I really do need to pick up, so I'm going to have to decide what I need to let go. I end up with a ton of cayenne pepper seeds, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those. The essence is very much important to us. I'll go ahead and get rid of the stone. And we get some silver buttons, and that is just money. And we need to open those too, so we're going to have to drop some stuff here whether we like it or not. Okay, we got regular healing potion. We'll take the necklace of agility. We're never going to do anything with this blade, and it's kind of worthless to us, I think, at this point, but I have a reason for hanging on to it for now. I need the animal fat, the pearls. You start looking at stuff, and you're like, what can I get rid of? I'm never going to use the lamp. I need the hide, need the meat, everything you need. You need. You need all of this. Oh well. We'll come back because I can't grab it anyway. We'll have to come back for it. And these have herbs in them. We can't grab them. I'll have to come back for them. Hey Scott, good to see you by the way. I've been marking way too many resources. They're plentiful enough that I should stop. Yeah, that's what I've been finding too. The two-handed weapons can be slow, but if you get one that has swift on it, they are actually quicker than you might think. And if you know how to use them properly, you shouldn't have any problem with it. Oh, okay, loot filters are typical for games with huge marks with junk loot. Oh, because of all the markers you have on the island, you can't even see the island anymore. Yeah, I gotcha. So, all right, let's head back. It's probably nightfall anyway. And the load between coming and going is actually pretty quick. So we're going to have to come back here and get the last treasure, if you will. But we got some mining to do too. I need to make a satchel for myself to get expanded inventory, obviously, as we're learning. And you see my stamina is taking a while because my comfort level has dropped. So let's make the little campground we've got a little more comfortable. And that way we won't have as much to worry about in the future. And there we go. Drains a lot of life from the enemies and heals me with it. Cooldown time for the attack, though, is 3 minutes. Hopefully you could do something to quicken that or shorten that cooldown timer. That would be nice. Alright, here we are. Okay, so in here, I'm going to store the eggs, the lamp. I don't need the fast travel. Actually, I know exactly what to do with the fast travel bell. Because we're going to need it here for now. And if you hold down the Z button, you can actually sink it down into the ground so you're not stepping on top of it. And then place it. And there you go. That way I can just walk right up on top of it if I need to. So that'll give me the ability to go back and forth from this island to other places that I discover. I've seen people make bridges to other islands here, and that's kind of crazy to me. But there you are. Okay, let's get rid of the coins and the pearls. Actually, the pearls can go in here. There we go. All right, so that should take care of that. What else do I need to make? I want to make a sailor backpack. But I need copper, and I need a torn sailcloth bag. Where's that? That's here. 2 course and a rope. Let's do that. There we go. And that doesn't go into your inventory. It appears over here, and now you have an expanded inventory. I should have done that earlier. So we got to get copper next, and there's that necklace I picked up. Gives me an automatic boost of 5 agility at all times. So, good stuff. All right, I think it's nightfall again. Beautiful, beautiful sunset again. We haven't had any storms yet, and yes, you can have storms. Soul Eater, that's what I was thinking it was called. I think it's called the Soul Eater. So you see, even though I'm laying down, it's not moving. It's because it advanced up to that point. And if I go out here a little ways, now that it's nightfall, see over there? If that's what I think it is, and over there. So if you want some extra crab, you can fight these guys here, and there's an undead over there. That was way too easy. Yeah, I may have these settings way down. Too much. And is what it is. Alright, that's what I was hoping. Alright, oh, there's another thorn fiddler over here. Let's grab it. Okay, good deal. So that's what happens at night if you stray too far from your base. If you're in normal mode, those guys will be beating the crap out of you. I promise you. But within the bounds of your base, they won't appear. Spoon. They gave me a spoon. We will keep that. Alright, so let's go ahead and go to sleep one more time, and we want daylight. So we're going to go back to that temple. I do need to pick up some copper on the way, so we're going to do that. That's why you're asking if you were setting this up for MJ, since she's worried about melee so much. She's playing Dune, for Pete's sake, okay? There's a lot of melee in that. If she can handle Dune, she can more than handle this, even in normal mode, if you ask me. But on its current settings, yeah, I don't think she'll have a problem with it. I think I just put my food away. Yeah, there it is. I wonder why that happened. That was weird. Okay. There we go. A little extra oomph. And let's go back. So I do want some copper, and we need to set that up, and then we can go back to that mine, pardon me, that ruin, and pick everything else up. He said we can do it where it lets you choose the world. Yes, you can change the difficulty, but you can also change it when you exit. I'll show you that here in a minute. Let me get into the cave, and I'll show you that. It'll take a couple moments to get out to the menu and get back in, but I'll show you in a moment. There's the cave. Yay. Notice the plants haven't grown back yet. I think it's 6 hours real time. I don't think it's 6 hours in-game. So, where's the opening? There, the opening be. Oh, I need wood. Crap. Should have brought some wood with me. How much? 10? We got 10. That's 10. I think I want a little bit more. I'll get one more here. There we go. There we go. All right. That should get us in there. Oh, missed one. So 21. Yeah, you can actually change it in here too. So we're not, fortunately you don't have anything to worry about in here, but it's good to throw some torches down so you can just see what you're doing. You can bring that lantern with you, but you know what? You can just keep dropping torches. And these will be here forever. So I'm going to go through the middle way. And this gives you stone. Not a bad idea to hang on to it in the early game because you can use it. Okay. Can't see anything. Now I can. And one more down there. Okay. And I think I can make a few more of those. Guess what? We found copper. There it is. And that's what you're looking for. You need the copper. There we go. Exilus, honestly, I bought it already. I'm loving it. I've been playing it nonstop. You see by the message I put out yesterday on the Tuesday Traveler update, I said, you know, I'm just stuck on this game. I've probably got close to 100 hours in myself, and I am just absolutely loving it. I think it's that pirate game I've been looking for a long, long time. So for me, it's great. Being able to adjust things, I did say I was going to do that. Let's go ahead and just jump out to the main menu real quick. And we'll show you. So we've set all the difficulty levels to the minimum, and I'm telling you, Exilus, it's definitely worth the time. If you want to set it to minimum and just have fun, do it. Do it. It's worth the amount of money, and it really doesn't cost that much. So when you get, so we got our guy here. We're going to hit play. We're going to select solo. So here's my easy peasy. See, it's selected. Edit, and you can go in here and readjust it. So I can adjust these modifiers up to maximum if I want. I can make it 500% more difficult. This is called Jason dies all the time setting. That's what we call this. Jason plays dies all the time when you set it this way. So you can do that if you want. I don't recommend that unless you have a death wish. I know somebody out there is going to do it. They're going to set it to the maximum hardest settings that they possibly can, just to see what happens. So, and there you go. And you got a couple other things: co-op enemy scaling, co-op enemy ship scaling, things like that. You can do that too. Shared quest is on or off. So if you're doing a shared multiplayer, you can make this into a multiplayer world and just give the people the login information and a password, and they can get in here and play while you're playing. So it's worth it. It's early access means then you have to buy the full game later. Laugh out loud. Well, we'll see. We'll see about that. The developers wrote that they increase the price when they full release it. That's okay. To me, it's worth it. And if it goes up, they sold, what was it, 1.5 million within like a week or two copies of this, and that should tell you something. If they sold that many copies in a week or two, the amount of money that they charged, I don't know. Frankly, they're raking it in on the amount of money they've already made so far. And it's never been like losing. Every time you die, you don't lose any experience, so losing can be fun. So get back in there and do the rest of this. Yeah, exactly. And I don't know how many people are on their team that developed this. So 1.5 million in 10 days. Yeah, that was it. That was it. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, crazy, 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 crazy. I'll look at that later. Sooner or later it'll pop up. Everybody knows I'm streaming, so they decide to send emails or text messages to me right this moment. So that's what happens. It happens all the time. All right. Oh, it kicked me out of the cave. How interesting. And made me hungry again. That's okay. I only need the one. I don't really need to do the other stuff. And I don't have the comfort on anymore, so we'll live with it. How much copper did I pick up so far? About 32. All right. Oh, this is the other area. This area is, let me see here. Where are we in relation to the entrance? There's the entrance. That area has little. The middle areas have a good amount, and the left area has even more in it. So I'll go to this area for now. Can't wait to get that other ring. See how long it takes that stamina to reset? There we go. And I'll put another torch down in a minute, once we get further in. Okay. I think we can do this here. Hold on. There. There. Got it. I think it does have less in-game as far as the end game is actually not too far away. I have noticed that if you're doing multiplayer, like Jason and the gang were doing multiple times, Trainwreck is doing right now with multiplayer, if you're sharing all the discoveries and the rewards, you can fight, and while they scale up, you can fight the bad guys as a group and discover things as a group. So when you're wandering around an island and you go in 4 different directions, that map opens up real quick. When you're doing it single player, it takes much longer and a lot more grinding. And everybody can share the copper, everybody can share the wood, the stone. It says that that you can't share it, but all you have to do is just give it to somebody else. So as you fight the pirate on the sea and you get one of those gold guineas, and you just get one. Well, if you got 4 other people with you, 3 other people with you, and they get on the ship, they get 1 each as well. So now you got 4 to 1. So my progress is slower because I'm playing solo. So there is that. End game, the bosses are tough. I did put out that short and the other video about 15 minutes long showing the battle with Captain Richard, and that was fun. It was a great time. It took a while. And that was in normal mode. That wasn't any special setting. I didn't make it easy. It was completely normal. I'm curious to what it would be like now. But 3 biomes now, correct. They're coming out with Ashlands next, which sounds really familiar, doesn't it? Anybody else here of Ashlands? Okay, let me put a torch there. All right. And we're going to be heading back in a minute because I just want to get the rest of the copper that I can get out of this area. There we go. So much easier when you have the stamina buff. I think this is just all waste rock. I don't think you get any copper out of these now. So anything that doesn't have the green glint like that. Yeah. All right, that'll be good for now. There's copper right there. There we go. All right, what are we up to? Several stacks of copper. Okay, this will be a good start. Let's head back. Valheim Vikings go to die. Yes, this is the place that they go to. Ashlands is where they go to die. At least Jason and his friends. I keep talking about it. I'm bashing Jason all over the place. I'm sorry. I love the guy. I really do. Whoops. I just got to get within the bounds of my settlement, which should be right about here. Right? I'm looking down at the bottom. There we go. So I'm now within my range of my area. There we go. And now the resting should allow that to fill up real quick. There it goes. All right, so we've got what we need. Let's go into here. Discovery. We now have the fast travel bell. We have the ability to do schematics for copper and charcoal, as well as have the smelting furnaces. And that, which I never use, as well as new types of foods, bacon and eggs. Nice. Healing potions. Very cool. And more of our adventure, how my adventure began. We got to smelt iron ingots. So let's do that. Hey, look who it is. Dr. Galen has joined us. Let's talk to him.
I remain at your service.
The arrow in his knee. It would be fun if in the Ashlands, if an NPC tells about the arrow in his knee, that would be funny. I hope you get more fast travel bells when the Ashland unlocks. I'm down to 3 and I've only won in the swamp so far. I have found that once I'm done with an island, if I decide I don't want to go back to it for any reason, like I have 1 or 2 islands I get gunpowder from for now, but I can now, I'm getting to the point where I'm almost at the point where I can make gunpowder. And once I can start making it, I probably don't need that island anymore, except to go back once in a while. So I've gotten rid of a lot of my fast travel points, and I think I've got 2 ready to go. But once I have established that, I can get rid of others, and hopefully they'll make more for us. And they'll get us give us the ability to get more. So we'll see about that. I hope so, anyway. Thank God. Blah blah blah. Good to see you. You hired me. Truly delighted. How did you end up here? I escaped with sea turtles. Luckily I ran into you. I'm not going to go through the storyline. I've already done that multiple times. How did you manage to escape? Did you know where we are? Do you know? What do you know? No, sorry. And any ideas how to get out of here? Few ships run aground. Some of them look repairable. So we're going to be going after a ship. And there we go. So, all right. And it's getting towards late afternoon again, rescuing the crew. Let's see. So we need to get back to that other spot, but I need to build these things real quick. Let me see if I can make them. I need clay, right. Clay is from spots like this. And this one is bare. It's nothing there. That's very interesting. I've noticed that spot is bare. Hey, look, a ship. 2 ships. They don't come after you, so you're all right. Just look for another bare spot like that. Usually it has... I think there's some over here, if I remember correctly. It's always close to the... yeah, to the end of the tree line. There we go. Clay. Can't wait to get that iron pickaxe. It's 1 hit for each of these. And we need 20 at least. We've already got 22, but I want as much as I can get out of this since I'm here. We get our ship together? Ah ha ha! Ho ho! I like that. Thank you very much for that. That was good, Exodus. There we go. There, I think that's all of it. Run around the outside, pick up any strays that jumped out the edge. Alright, oop, there was one. See this? Yep, 1 extra that was there. Okay. So we got 60, so that's not terrible. Bear spot? No, that's Icarus. I actually got Icarus. I did buy it, and I have yet to play it. I kept looking at it thinking it was going to be that game. This turned out to be that game, so... I'm going to put these away. I'm going to put the rocks away. Okay. Let's try this again. So we can build the kiln. I'm going to build that right here. And the other one is smelting furnace. There. Whatever wood you have in stock is you can make into coal, and you're going to need it. So get as much as you can. Let's see, is this a palm? There we go. Alright, 6 more. I was hoping for more than that. If a tree falls into another tree, though, you can get it to do so, it will usually take out the other tree. There we go. 20 more wood. 1 more tree, I think. Japanese myths and legends? Cool. Oh, Operation Hail Mary. Go figure. Alright, that should be good. That should get us going for a little bit. Hey, get out of my bed. Gosh darn it, man. These guys. You're going to need a lot of it, so just keep going. So we've only got 2 charcoal so far. Let me get the 3rd one when it pops up. And hang on to the ash. Don't throw it away. You'll need it later. That's what you help make your gunpowder from. One of the elements, anyway. It's the man. And there isn't a woman around to see it. Is he still wrong? Oh, I will have to share that with my wife. And I'll probably be sleeping on the couch that night too. But thank you for that. You deserve it. Yes. 100%. Yes, yes. Yep. That was great. That was actually great. And then it's the fight to get... Too bad I can't get the charcoal to feed into the... to this area here. Actually, let me just go ahead and grab that because... There. Congratulations, you now have copper. Now that should open up the shovel. I need 2 more of those, and I've got just enough of the... And I can get a copper axe and pickaxe now. So I need, how much? 5, 10, a whole bunch of wood. Okay, 13 of them. So let's grab some wood here. I wanted to see if it would break the camp. Sheesh. Can't wait to get the upgraded. The upgraded axe is the first thing I think I'm gonna hold off on the what do you call it? The shovel until I got the upgraded axe. Where in the yeah, I'll let you know. I'll let you know where in the hospital. I told my wife that joke. Woke up a week later trying to figure out where I was. With an odd shape of a frying pan on the back of my head. One thing I don't miss in the other game is actually have the chop wood, because in my other player, because of the fact that I just get it out on the open ocean. All those little floating debris and stuff that you pick up, you get so much wood from. My gosh, it's ridiculous. Oop, grab that last one. Come on now. It's efficiency, man. Okay, we can make the shovel. I think we can actually make... Yeah, we can't make the axe yet. We're getting there. So we'll just hang out. We're going to do this while we're here. Yeah, let's put the wood in here. What the heck? And that. It's in the wrong one. I don't care. And sooner or later we'll get our little... Can I pull in the... Hey, there it is. Your ship is ready. So I can take that little boat and float around the island now. Or to another little island. They don't go very fast, though. Okay, that should get me my axe. Let me go ahead and do that. Copper axe. Yay! About time. And we'll get rid of that one later. Might as well get rid of the pickaxe too, because we don't need it anymore. Pistol I haven't been using. At this point, I don't think there's any reason to keep it. Let me rearrange things just a little bit. And I'll disassemble them for the materials later. Easy to avoid gunfire, though. Indeed. Why, yes. Yes, I am. I will indeed avoid the gunfire. Okay, 2 more. So we can make 20 more of this stuff. That's good. So that's 2. And that's only 2 on our inventory. Okay. 1 more for the shovel. What I usually do, or try to do on my other save too, is I usually, if I'm going to shut down and I at least got a few minutes, and I need, say, iron, Foothills iron, I know where to get it, I'll go run out there and I'll spend 5-10 minutes grinding up as much of the iron as I can, come back, load it into the kilns, exit the game, come back later. And it's a lot easier. That way you don't have to sit there and wait and wait and wait on this stuff. I've got so much copper now in that save, it's ridiculous. You go to a major shipboarding spree to build up my money. Yes, I have a few decorative items to buy for the complete set. Good for you, Captain. I mean, honestly, that's a tough thing, and that's the thing that bothers me too, is building up the money. And the exchange rate sucks. Having to exchange out the silver, what they call pastries or whatever, for the gold guineas is like right now it's a 50-to-1 ratio, so 50 silver to 1 of those. You get a couple hundred, 100 here, 100 there on the lower end ships, but on a higher end ship you can get several hundred of the silver at a time. So had 4 ships trying to hit me on that little thing. I laughed and laughed as the cannonballs flew over. Yeah. And you know, if you're good enough at fighting, you can jump on one of those ships and take it over. Not take it over per se, but you can actually defeat everybody on board and get the spoils from it. So I'm tempted on trying that out. I want some better stuff first, so before I do that. I don't think I can make a... Can I make a weapon? Oh, that's the armor and clothing. I can't... I don't think the other one's ready yet. Nope, weapons. Takes 5 copper ingots, of course. Because we do need a weapon. Something maybe more than the rapier. I'll go ahead and make this. This has got to be under cover, I think, too. Okay. There. So I think, yeah, I can make the rapier and I can make a saber. So the rapier is good. It's got the piercing damage and it's it just even says jagged notches and hundreds of painted parry blows. The saber is just faster. It's automatically faster. So that's why I'm thinking about making a saber first and stop using the rapier at this point. But we're going to need time to get all this going. Alright, I should be able to make the pickaxe now, I think. Wait on. No, I need 2 more for the pickaxe. And then 3 for the shovel, and how many for the other one? Was it 7? 7, yeah. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I need 12 more copper. And I should be ready to go. And I think I have that much ready. So that's 1. I need 11 more copper, and that literally, I think, is 11 more copper, right? No, it's actually a few more than that. Okay, that's good. Let's go get a couple extra trees. That's much easier. Yeah, that's a lot easier. I like that. All right. Okay, wood isn't being held there. I'll put the wood over here. There. That should be good. There. Okay. So we're getting there. I've heard that Icarus is brutal. I've actually watched Bob and Train play it for quite a while there, and yeah. Yeah, it is a brutal game. Let's get our pickaxe. Okay, that's ready. Alright. We got a copper pickaxe, copper axe. We're going to make a shovel, and we're going to make 1 weapon. And then we should be ready to go. I can start making better clothing. Maybe some better pants. I need more of that. Okay. How much can we make? A lot. Make about 20 of it. Actually, I'm gonna make a little extra because I want to make a couple bandages. There. That should get me up to 10 bandages. Okay, good. So now we can make... We got boots. Let's get the jacket. We have enough to make that. That, and I think 1 more of these. So let's go with the gloves. And that'll work for now. Okay. Angus, have a great evening. Thanks for being here, buddy. I appreciate you. Always a pleasure, my friend. I hope you sleep well, man. There we go. We'll pick them up later. I don't need to keep them on me. We do need a little bit more food. There we go. Okay, actually, grab that. I think that gives me 5 more, right? Yes, I need 2 more after that. And then we'll get our last weapon and we can really get moving here. Actually, we can make the shovel now. There we go. Now I have a shovel. Shovels are very handy for something. If you guys haven't seen this before, when you go out here and you want to gather up some things, basically, you want to go to the dig stage and just dig. And guess what you get? You get all this plant fiber that gets dropped off. Shrub seeds, things like that. So go to just a populated area. That way you're not sitting there hacking away at bushes the whole time. Just in between the trees. It won't let you dig in certain areas, but there. And you get a whole ton of plant fiber that way. So it's a good way to do that. I've been trying to use that on occasion as well. Yes, I didn't have any. All right. Should be getting close. Okay. So we got 3 more. We're up to 5. I just need 2 more, and I think I'm done. Platin works really good. Platin does the same thing. It does. That's true. So you don't have to dig a hole if you don't want to. But we're going to hit that one island over there. We're going to pick up the last item. We're going to go to the other site and pick up the couple of items in that. We're going to hit here. We'll just do this. We're going to hit here and pick up the one thing that's buried, so we can pick that up. And we're going to go over here and pick up the last item from this temple. or ruin, if you will. And then maybe we can fight these guys off, because that'll complete that out. Even though it's supposed to be an advanced quest. Yep, thank you, thank you. Yep, all these new things I've discovered. Isn't that wonderful? Recommended level 2. This says level 2 as well, but at our level that we're at right now with all the settings set the way they are, I think we can get it done. I think we can do it, so we'll see how it goes. 2 more? I think that's 7, right? Yes, it is. Let's see if we can make a weapon. We can't. What are we missing? We're missing 1 rough hide. Okay, let me try something. Can I build... And it takes 4 ingots to make that, too. Crap. Alright. Okay. We can make 1 more after this. So that will be enough that we can make a disassembler, and I don't have to go out after another boar at this point. That uses up the last of our copper, by the way. So, we got 5 more copper coming. So, we can do the disassembler now. Probably needs to be under an overhang, I'm guessing. Can I operate it? Yes, I can. Alright, so, let's go over here, pick up these wonderful items. I gotta figure out where they ended up. Oh, here they are. Nope. Sorry. There we go. Let me see if these will turn into anything other than coarse fabric. I think that's all I'll get out of them. Yeah. That's what I thought. But it's worth it. There we go. Actually... Where's that broken sword at? Did we leave it in there? We left it in the bin, I think. There they are. So the broken blade we can't do anything with. I'll put the rapier away for now. And why don't we do that? The stone pickaxe, the stone axe, we don't need those. Let's go ahead and turn them in. See what we can get for them. Broken blade will give us some nails. Okay. Stone axe. Yeah. Stone pickaxe. And don't make a mistake. Oh well. I was hoping I get something else out of them, but that's okay. Alright. So we're going to have to grab that weapon here in a minute. Okay, last 2. Break your weapon and make the new one? That's actually not a bad idea. I didn't think about that. Because I'm never going to use it anyway, right? Yeah, there it is. Look at that. So the rapier will give us the 7 that we needed. Alright. And back over here to make saber. Good. Smart. You're no dummy. Alright, let me move you over here. We're going to put the copper away. This is done now, I think. Yes? Okay, good. So we'll put the copper away over in this other bin. We've got 10 copper out of that. Let's get some nighty-night going. And we'll use daylight to get the rest of the stuff that we're looking for. Should probably make some food too while we're at it. Alright. Alright, spicy skewered crab. Okay, and let's make some bacon and eggs. That's good. 5 of that, that'll work out nicely. For now, I'm going to use the boiled crab. And that should get me going for what I need to do. So let's go ahead and head out and pick up some things along the way. So we'll hit that island, we'll hit that other ruins, We'll come back around. We'll do the 15 men and the dead man's chest. I should probably put some more comfort items down there or else we're not going to make it. You know, a couple other items on that beach over there would give me a longer stamina run. Been playing this quite a bit lately too, huh? Yeah, I hear you, Scott. Scott's been promoted to Tinker-in-Chief. Bongo Bongo, Bob's your uncle. That was a good idea. That was a good idea. I appreciate you bringing that up. Okay. Don't see anybody yet. Okay, so this is the tree. So it should be buried here. I never know which side of the tree it's on, but I'm gonna guess it's like right here. There we go. No, have it over here. Oh, I think we found it, right? There we go. There. Nope, that's the wrong button. That's not what I wanted. I'll get the right button here sooner or later. Hey, there you go. Pull your weapon out, you dimwit. So we got some more gunpowder. We got a healing potion and a greater healing potion out of that. So that's cool. And we will use that just in case. Actually, the minor one's probably going to do fine for us for now. Please say that stayed in there. No, it didn't. Where did it go? It went there. Okay. All right. Now we head back the other way. Where are we going? Right there. So, head over there and make a left. Hey, there's another boar. Maybe this will help me upgrade my bandana. So what's the object? Is this story driven? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So you have all excellent. So you basically, all these tattoos that are on you aren't actually tattoos. To other sailors, they look like they're unnatural and they're glowing. You came into contact with an artifact, and you have survived what should have killed you. And you're after Blackbeard in the end, is who you're really after, in order to try to remove these things from you so you don't have to worry about them anymore, these tattoos and stuff like that, because you're feeling cursed, if you will. So yeah, there's a story behind it, and there's some fighting to get done. So, all right, here we go. And there's, you know, bosses to fight along the way and everything like that. So, all right, so we're gonna go here. There's more healing potions. These are handy to give you the healing herbs, which can later be turned into more potions. So that's clears up this particular area. And that should take care of everything except for the 15 men and the dead men's chest, which is across the island from me. So we will head that way now. And what do we got? 2.5 minutes left of comfort, if you will. So hopefully we can get there in time. Like a rum deal? I don't think you're going to get the drum roll out of that one, my friend. Not the rim shot. Okay, we got to go left a little bit. Hopefully my stamina holds out for the battle. Oh, what are we fighting? Okay, good. Nothing else is fighting me. Okay, so we should be right here. So here you are. You got 4 skeletons. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to get rid of this stuff just to get it out of my way. Makes the fight easier. That means there are 4 dead guys that are going to be protecting this. There we go. Okay, we got enough food. There we go. And we should be ready to go. We're going to examine it. The ancient chest is battered, but still locked. That means the valuables are probably still inside. Continue. If we open the chest, we trigger the fight. The moment your palm touches the old wood, you hear a familiar rasp behind you, and the air fills with the stink of rotten fish and shellfish. Don't leave the area, because if you leave the area, you got to do the battle all over again. And trust me, in normal mode, this is tough. Even one level higher or so, it still makes it for a tough battle. But you see how well we took care of it. So, seems the old crew wasn't keen on sharing their treasure. As for the chest, it won't bite, one would hope. Take the risk and open it. So we got ourselves experience. We got ourselves 4 silver ingots and 5 guineas. So that's definitely well worth the time taken. So that completes out our mission here. This island is now complete, but you're going to be coming back here often. So let's head back. House is this way. Okay, maybe we'll run into a couple boars on the way. How much time we got left? 15 seconds? Yeah. Use it while we can. No boars. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and it's zeroed out. Okay. But we're almost within the range of our base anyway, so there we go. We need to make it more comfortable real quick. Not the pun we were looking for? Yeah, there we are. Alright. Actually, here, just do that. And since none of these are in here, well, those are. Put them away. Animal fat and that. Okay. Real quick. Decoration. Drop some things down. Remember, we're at comfort level 2, right? Let's drop a log down. That gives us another comfort level. Go to the next item down here and put maybe a table down someplace. You see we're at comfort level 3. That makes it 4. Put a shelf up someplace. There we go, that's 5. So for every one of these items that you can get, put them down. And it should help. There we go. Wrong one. Canopy. I'm going to use most of my wood to do that, it looks like. But we got some coarse fabric, so let's just put that up here. You know where you can put it. Put it over here. Will it go on there? No? I did that one time and it worked. I'm not sure if I'm getting this wrong or not, but I think that would work. I thought it would. Huh, okay. Let me go with the torch instead. Over here. There we go. That gets us to level 7. Bowl. Made of wood. There we go. It's 8, and I don't think we can put anything else down right now. I think we're out of items. Yeah. Okay, that should do it. So we're at level 8 now. Nice. Double tap. Good to see you, dear. Hope you're doing well. Thrown. Gotcha. Bottle of rye. Yo, by the way, dodging is way better than blocking. They break your defense, you get stunned. Yeah, I've got to learn to dodge a little bit better. But you're right. Backing away from them like that is usually a good way to do it. But at this level, at everything set to easy, we're going to see what happens. I do want to check out and see if we can get the ship. So we're going to try sailing out there and taking over a ship. I'm very curious. I don't know if it's possible, but let's see what happens. And there's a hauler there, too. This is going to be hilarious. Again, everything's set to easy, so... I don't know if we can pull up next to this guy. Oh, we have to be able to damage him, won't we? I wonder if that would work. This is hilarious. You're absolutely correct. This is funny as crap. I don't know if I can do this. We're going to find out. Here, maybe if I stop. Whoever gets closest, right? Can they hit me if I'm standing still? I'm just curious. Getting close to him is going to be kind of tough. I don't know if I can do that. Oh! Hi there! Ha ha ha! This is interesting. What is going on? This is unreal. Hey, stabbing someone in the back. Come on now. Oops. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. Hold on. Okay. Okay, he's gone. How many sergeants are on this boat? Shouldn't I have taken the boat by now? Is it me? Is this ridiculous? Can I operate the cannons? Ooh, hey, meanie. So 2 hits each, apparently. This is hilarious. It really is, actually. Well, apparently, you can never defeat everybody on the ship. So, yeah, I'm looking and there's no counter at the top, like you're defeating anybody. Alright, where's my boat at? There it is. Nope, that's not it. There we go. So, I can never defeat the boat. It was nuts. It was nuts. I guess I just can't ever defeat the boat. Well, is there any land nearby? Let's take a look at my map real quick. So, all my guys are over there. I should probably head for that island over there, I guess. That was funny. You're supposed to, when you actually board a ship, you get a counter that tells you how many you have to defeat before the ship becomes yours. So, and usually it's around 20 people. So I defeated way more than that. So I think that's funny, and I still haven't gotten past level 1. That was fun. Thank heavens the weapons and stuff don't wear out in this game. You think I'll outrun them? I don't know. I think I killed at least 8 sergeants. I didn't think there were that many on any boat ever. So if you come across this in the water, you can pick them up even in a little boat, but you have to exit steering the boat to pick them up. You say so. Huh, I guess I can't pick it up. I have to get off the ship to do it. So, I'm not worried about it. Oh, there's a green one over there. That's actually pretty good stuff. But we want to head to this island anyway. Whee! They given up yet? Almost out of range. You just need to be closer. You've done it? Okay, that's all it is. No big deal. There's a green one over there I can get later. And defeat the crew, weaken the enemy vessel first using cannons until a sword icon appears. Yeah, that's the thing, is that because the ship was still sailing and I hadn't defeated it at all, I'd have to do damage to the ship first. And then you need to kill 7 crew. Okay. You just need to go back to your guys over there. Go away. Give it up already. Okay, so is this the island? Looks like it is. Should have given up by now. Whee! Okay. What is this? Okay, nothing. That's what it is. So let's take a wander around the island. We'll pick up a couple things on the way. And these blue flowers are very handy. Charging boars are nasty. As stated. They will knock you flat like that guy just did. And we need to eat some food. There we go. Let's discover some stuff. What do we got on this island? We got all kinds of question marks. I thought there was something over here. Did I pass it by? No, it's still to my left. Okay. All right, Exilus. Thank you, man, for swinging by. I appreciate you, buddy. That's my inventory look. It's looking ridiculous. New level 2. Okay, well, let's check that out. Twist of Fancy, that's putting in our journal. Same thing with the other thing. I forgot to do those earlier. All right, so we can put some stat points in here. I'm going to stick with Vitality and Endurance for now. I want to put all 4 points into there. We do not have anything into Talents yet. We don't have the ability to do that just yet. But that should increase certain aspects of what we're doing here. I've been told to put as much as you can into that stuff. There we go. This is going to be our boat, I'm assuming. So. Okay. And they're all gone. All right. So, we have a boat. Well, let's go ahead and examine. Badly damaged. We'll need 100 wood, 20 nails, 20 coarse fabric, and 10 ropes. So we'll have to come back. But this will be our boat. So this was pretty good. Do we have a bell? I do not have a bell. I should have made a bell before I came back, before I left. But I just have a feeling that it may not be as bad as we think. It's a pretty big island, though. This is the boat, and that is rescuing the crew. So we got some stuff ahead of us. Let's take a look. Okay, this is the first temple. There are bad boars here, and I'll show you how to get out around those. There you go. Stay up high. And if you got a gun, shoot them. It's a regular boar. The other boars haven't shown up yet. Bottle of rum, more decorations. So what's that? One of how many? 3? Okay. There they are. Regular boar. Okay. Part of the quest. There's a few of them, as you can see. Okay, let's try that again. Alright, got it. Okay, we're studying things, we're getting some ideas. Can we put any torches down? No, I don't have any wood. Okay, not a problem. Okay, belongings are abandoned and piled up. There's another chest back here. We got more gunpowder and we get our musket. Our first gun that we can really use. Yeah, I already did that. Sorry. Yep, get out of there. Thank you. Buccaneer's chest. We got a diary, and we got a broken musket. Now, there is something over here. I think this is where the other thing was, but I can't see it here. Did we get any wood out of that? No? Okay. Let's go fight the other thing. You gave the boar plenty of chances to rethink his life. Well, yeah, you know. No, it's a sow. That wasn't a boar. Okay. Let's get some wood from somewhere. We only really... I got 5 wood out of that. The only thing we really need to do is put down, I think, 1 of these. But I'll put 3. Maybe it wasn't in here? Yeah. It's around here somewhere. That's 2, right? 2 items? No, I picked them all up. Okay, I did get all of them. Alright, good. Okay, I thought there was one more item in there, but I guess not. Okay, so this area is done. Behind the tool boxes? No, if you see the map, it shows a check mark. We got everything we needed here. So, we're good. We are good. Alright, so, back to that. Let's take a look. Where are we going next? So, we've got Glorious Hunters over here behind me. And we want to go that way anyway, because there's other stuff back here. Oh, charging. And savage. Yeah, you don't want to screw with them. Oh, crap. Like that. Oh, but thank you. That's exactly where I wanted to be. So, we have some gunpowder, and we've got 15 stone bullets. So what we can do... Ah, you dog. Whoops. It's not what I... Oh, I killed him. I didn't realize that. Did we reload yet? No, that's what I was hoping to do. Wow, that was quick. So we have one up here. This is our first chest. Page from the diary and a damaged flask. These are all other stuff that we don't need, so I'm going to get rid of a couple things here. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to get rid of the peppers. I don't really need them right now. Okay. Bottle of rum. Okay, where are they? Oh, there they are. So charging. Let me see what this does to the savage boar. Took out half his life. Okay, he's gone. There he is. These guys are nasty. So, the fact that I could take them out is great. Alright. Unbelievable. Okay. Good. So let's check this place out. We got one of the two. Okay, Buccaneers. Practice target. I thought there was always something over here, but I was wrong. Do we have that other piece of wood with us? No, we need two pieces of wood, actually. I just need to make one torch. Alright, two will do. And we need to make one in there. Okay. There we go. Supply cache. Got a fast travel bell out of it. And if I'm not mistaken, there's something behind this wall. There it is. Secret cache. And there we go. That takes care of that area. And we're full of materials now. Alright. That takes care of this area. Is it getting towards nightfall? Well, that ain't good. And I already did the tanning rack, right? Okay. Alright, I think that's it for here. Let me check my map. So what we should probably do, we've got, that's the boat. So I'm going to put something like right over here. And we'll put the travel bell, and that way we can get back and forth to the island a little bit easier. Hey Keith, good to see you, buddy. Nah, don't worry about it, dude. Alright, this looks like a good spot for it. What do I need? I need 20 wood for this? Come on, man. You got me the bell. No available inventory slots. Alright, what can I drop? I got a boar's head. Ooh. I got 15 rough hides. I ain't getting rid of those. Let's get rid of you. There we go. $17 wood. Okay, we just need 3 more. Which I should be able to find 3 logs pretty easily. 1. Looks like this one right there. 2. I don't feel like busting things up right now. Let's get a 3rd one. There it is, 3. Alright. Sink it down. Done. Now we can just get in our boat and we can do the same thing, or we can just do it from here. So fast travel. Back to home. And we get our rest. Okay, good deal. All right. So I got the crab legs. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. Boar's head can go in there, and we got money now. That's great. Our first 50 silver. Fantastic. There. All right. I think all the copper has been taken care of. We got enough coal to get going. All right, so it looks like it's just late afternoon. It didn't look like it was just getting cloudy out. So that's not bad. All right. So we need to head back, and it is raining. We need to head back to that island now that we've gotten rid of some stuff. I will keep the musket on me. We do need to make some more shot. I'm going to use the stone bullets for now. There we go. And we'll head back over. So we got some places to check out over here. Those two are done. I thought we hit that one, but I guess we missed it. And then we got to get to our crew, unless that's another island. Guess we're going to find out. All right. Where are we going? This way. And I think, yeah, it's just another island over there. New save. Yeah, we wanted to show it a little bit from the beginning. And, you know, I don't know if this is a save I'm going to hang on to or not. Since I now have 2 other saves besides this. I'm just going to grab a couple extra pieces of wood. Do we have a bell? Yes, we got the bell. New save, who dis? And before we go, I'll show you my current layout of my main save. Oh, okay, so that island is a little bit further away than I thought. Alright, well, boink. Because we can't swim that distance, I don't think. Yeah, this one has all those big crabs all around it. Okay. Thorn fiddlers. And I could always use the crab meat. There we go. All gone. And let's pick up the chest. Ooh. More decorations. We've got some medicine and provisions. That's good stuff. That sells pretty good. Is that everything from over here? Yes, it is. Cool beanies. Let's just start a new base on a cool island, man. Mats go fast. Need to farm a lot more. I'm telling you what, man. I do get it. I do get it. I want to rescue my crew. They're to the left this way, so let's go ahead and head straight across. Ooh, bananas. I will grab the bananas. And no, they didn't give me any seeds. Oh well. That's okay. Grab these flowers whenever you can. Probably running out of inventory space at this point, am I right? Yeah, already. Oh, fun. Could use some food. Let's do that and that. That'll give us an extra inventory space. Okay, so this is an encampment. So let's go ahead and take out the old gun here. And miss. That was me getting upset. They're gone. That was too easy. Grab the items that they dropped. We get the new hand insignias, which is tradable for... Oh, it is not. It is sunset. Or stuff. Copper bullets, more bandages, and Privateer's gloves. We will go ahead and don them now. Talk to the guy. Don't walk away. Get me out of here. Yep. I don't leave a man behind. Okay. Go to my camp. And we saved him. We get more stuff. That gives us some gunpowder. There are places you can get some serious amounts of gunpowder. So, but I don't think I want to stay here much longer because it is nightfall. So, I guess we need to head back. Okay, the other island is over there. Actually, we don't need the other island. Get in the boat, go to your map, and you automatically can go back. So you don't have to worry about a fast travel point. But we do have one over there, so we're in good shape. And the crew doesn't just show up over here. Once you rescue enough crew, they'll be on the ship. So, all right, cool beans. Let me see here. There we go. Anything else in inventory? Lots. All right, so we got bananas now. That's going to help greatly. And we're probably going to have to make more room. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these. We'll hang on to the bandages for now. And survival gloves. Okay, good. Oh, we had some wood in there. I'll hang on to the wood. All right, so not bad. Not bad at all. All right, so what we're going to do here... We rescued some of our crew. I do want to see if I can rescue the rest of the crew quickly. Not tonight, but we'll have to do it. Okay, they're all over there, so I'm going to have to sail over that way to get the rest of them. And this is what? Need a bigger boat. Glorious Hunters. So we're going to head over here next. And let's go ahead and get some... cop some... I'm thinking about it. He doesn't usually stay there long. Now I can use it. No spooning. Come on, move over, buddy. I guess I should put another bed down at some point. And there's our sunrise. Okay. Okay, so we want to go... We need to go over to these islands next, so I think we're going to have to just sail it. Whether we like it or not. It's going to take some time to get there, unfortunately. Because, of course, they had to make it really far away. Am I heading in the right direction? Yeah, I am. Okay. So this is where we could just sit and chill for a little bit. I figure we'll get another half hour out of this. I'll show you my main save real quick, and then we'll head out. Ring a bell? You know, you're probably right. Darn it. Darn you for being right. Let's see. I need 3 ropes. And it took 10 copper, so I had just enough. Repeat. Good idea, though. Because if I do decide to come back to the save, and it is an easy mode, so it's actually been kind of a blast to do. So, my sincerest apologies. Nah, don't worry about it. But I do, it was a good idea. It was a good idea. Look, Mom, no hands. So if we can get one of those little beams to pop up again with some riffraff out in the water, I would like to test it out again. I'll head like straight for it so I can run right into it, and I'll step up and see if I can pick up the things. There we go. Probably don't need those, but I'm definitely going to waste some food. Come on, faster, faster. So this is the hard part about it. There are mods out there that you can use that'll speed things up when you're on the water and there's no one around. Other mods that give you unlimited health and things like that. I'm not going to use any mods with this anytime soon. And hopefully I didn't see anybody else drop off. If I missed anybody leaving, I apologize. Anybody else leaving, I apologize. Is there an auto-run sale? No, there's not, Janet. You got to do it real time. And trust me, when you get the big boat, you don't want to do auto sale. You're going to want to be at the helm at all times, keeping an eye on things. I'm getting blown around all over the place here. I don't get it because he's underwater half the time. I don't know how this boat is staying on top of the water or afloat. Maybe he's got some sea turtles inside, mate. Will this be a new series or more streams? I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be more streams or not. I do know... I think next week we're going to go back to No Man's Sky. And we're going to go ahead... Now that things seem to be settling down with No Man's Sky, things seem to be finally fixed again. I think we're going to go ahead and do another... challenge, if you will. No starter ship challenge, extreme permadeath, blah, 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 blah. So, I say blah, 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 blah because it's the norm lately as far as to what we do with this stuff. Whee! Go attack those ships here on easy mode. I tried, A-Tigger. Good to see you, by the way. I did try. I actually got on board the ship and it was actually taking out the pirates left and right, but it wasn't enough. Got it. So we've got a repair kit, steel nails, and some more wood. So we're going to head over to that green beam next. Oh, I'm like way off course. I need to head east. I need to go that way. That's the island. That's where I need to be going. Yeah, I'll get it later. Let's go over this way. Unless it's one big island? Is that possible? No, it can't be. I don't think it is. But I have no cannons. I can't actually stop the ship. But I can board them when they go past, and I can sit there and attack all the sailors to my heart's content. But there's never enough sailors to defeat before, you know, you have to give up and say, okay, that's enough. I wonder if you do it, you take out the helmsman. I already did. I took out the helmsman gunboat, Willie. Took him out 3 times. The sergeant would run up there real quick, and I'd attack him. He'd die, and I'd take out the whole bunch of other sailors. Next thing I know, another sergeant runs up there, taking the helm. You know, I guess maybe I could try attacking, like, the sails or something. Climb up and start attacking sails. Would that work? I think we're heading right towards one right now, so that's good. No, it is its own island. Okay, good. Good to see you, Gunboat. I don't know if you caught any of the communication I talked about earlier regarding the yeah, you've been here since the beginning pretty much, so you know how I felt about the trying to do a server. It may not work out. I may have to go back in there and think about that. Okay, here we go. Okay, let's put it down. Although I need 20 wood, don't I? Yeah. Gosh darn it, I'm at 17. 18. 18. And 20. Okay. That's good. Okay, so where to? Our first stop is straight ahead. Let's go. Dun 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 dun. Did miss that part? Yeah, I would have to rent a server to keep it open at all times, or you'd have to play only when I'm playing. And with my schedule, I don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. All right. Now, normally I'd set up a little campsite and everything like this. I don't think we have anything to worry about personally. Let's take out one of the sailors. Done. Whoop. You can get a perfect block in, it usually works out best, but these guys hardly damaged me. So, that worked out pretty good. And that was most of them, I think. There might be one other guy. Yeah, there's another guy on the other side. And we'll just take him out. Gone. Oh, there was one more. Okay. So that took care of that. Just want to get the reload out of the way. Alright, we should have a sailor here. Don't blame you one bit. Would not rent a server either. Yeah, I mean, I might be able to set up my own, but then I'd have to have another computer in the house on and running at all times. And it's just like, you know what? I don't know if that's the case. So we got a sturdy rapier. Again, talking about the fact that the rapier is the one weapon I really don't particularly care for. But, is what it is. Should be a second guy, I think, in here someplace. I thought there was, anyway. Anything back here? No, there wasn't. It was inside the tent, though. I think there was something in there. Yep, there it is, and there you are. Yep, get out of there. Devil take me. Okay, great. No, I did. Oh, okay, that's the guy I shot. Alright, so where to? Where are we going next? I guess we'll just start moving left. Guess east. Okay, we got a campsite up here. Oh, this place. Yeah. Some undead. Yoo-hoo! I'm home! Lucy, I'm home! Don't throw rocks, just come out. I think there's only one. Looks like me in the morning before coffee. I don't have anything in here. Crap. Alright, I just have to wing it. Oh, 2 more gold coins and another letter. The underground network. Good. And more gunpowder. Oh, we got the blunderbuss. Very fun weapon. If you can get the reliable one, it's even better. But so much fun. So much fun. MJ's in the house. Good to see you, MJ. You done decorating your base? Distracted with base building and forgot it was Wednesday. Apologize for my tardiness. Quite fine, dear. Quite fine. We're trying to convince you to get this game because you can set all the settings to easy. Have I died yet, guys? I don't think I have yet. Once. Pretty sure I don't think I have. But I could have. I don't know. Maybe I did. No, I didn't. I didn't die yet. So, you can set all the settings to real easy and just have fun with this game. It is a lot easier to deal with than any other game. And if you don't like that setting, you can increase it even more at some point to a harder setting. Oh, food time. There we go. Missed one. Okay, where are these guys? They're over here. No, not a single death so far, but I have all the settings slid down to the bottom. So I've got like 20% on all of it instead of 100. So these guys are easy to beat. There we go. Anybody else? No, that's everybody. Okay, it's for you. Get you out of there. Yep, go ahead. Some more, got more bandages. Oh, we got the tricorn. Yes, by all means, let's go ahead and put that on. That's a good one to get. There we go. Let's get this guy out. And he's out. Okay, that's done. And we've got everything from this campsite, so we're all set. Anything else? We should have like one more to my right, that way. Let's take the beach. Yeah, it's been an easy run. I wanted to see what would happen if I played with the settings all set to minimum, and it has been an absolute, I don't know, it's been so easy, it's ridiculous. So just gathering items, gathering materials, the occasional fights. I think the one thing that plastered me once was a charging boar. Ooh, crap. I will take crap. Crab is food. I don't have my sword out. I just beat him to death. Unbelievable. Where'd the other guy go? Oh, there he is. There we go. And he's gone. Is that it? Got it? Oh. My inventory full already? Gosh darn it all. Alright, I'll get rid of some stuff. I got the feathers anyway. Don't really need the headband. Or the sturdy rapier. Alright. Beat that dodo in a fair fight. That's right, I slapped him around. Okay. And what we'll do is we'll curl back around and hit these two places that are undiscovered. This should be another campsite in the middle of nothing. Or are they on the beach? They're on the beach. Here, let's do the blunderbuss. I want to show this to you. Okay? Get one of these soldiers to come up on me. Come on now. Get close. And they're gone. Short-lived fight. The blunderbuss is just absolutely hilarious. Because if you can get them just right and they're close enough to you, they will literally fly through the air. They're like, bam, and they just go flying. I've knocked sailors off ships that way. It's been just funny as crap. All right, what do we got that I can get rid of here? I brought all these bandages. I'm never going to use them at this point. I don't know. Got a rum bottle. That I do want. What can I drop? I'm going to get rid of the bandages, I think. No, pearls. I don't need them. Rum bottle. We got a pistol, though. Pistols are pretty cool. Oh, we had rum bottles. Okay, that's fine. Gunpowder. He blowed up real good. Okay, and we have one more sailor. Okay, good. Hoping to find, I was hoping to get some more gunpowder, but I don't see any more. I think that's it. Okay, this should be the last guy. There we go. Yep. So we have the crew. Now we just need the stuff to pick up on the way. So we got to head up that way. Let's head to our right and catch a couple things first. I want to clear out the island. Oh, over this way. What's my stamina? Oh, stamina's going to take a while. We were at a stamina bonus. Alright, so we have ourselves a mine shaft here. So we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to worry about the mine shaft. Let's just go over this way. It's just going to have copper and a couple undead. There's not going to be any prizes or stuff in there. Or else it would say that. And this... Okay, this is a nice area, and it'll have some treasures. 0 of what? 2, I think? Yeah. Oh, okay, we gotta go down there. Alright, I'll need a rope for that. The treasures are inside. Okay. So let's head towards that. And I can catch that another time. If I decide to keep the save, I'll catch it at another time. Ah, this section up here is a good place for boars, as I said. But we're not interested right now, my friend. We're just passing through. There we go. Almost back. Where the stream ends, may we see your base? Yes. Yes, I was going to do that. So we're just going to make sure we can get our boat. There we go. Oh, track horn. There we go. Drop off everything real quick. Okay, how's my inventory look? Terrible. We'll keep the pistol for now. I don't know if we have any inventory. Yeah, we got it. So it's a good pistol. We got plenty of gunpowder. Rapier, I'll go ahead and put in here. We'll keep that out there. And a repair kit we don't need right now. Okay, good. Oh, nails. Nails can go. All right, that should look good. And we need probably more food, to be honest, but we make... yeah. There. There. Oh, I got the headband still. Should probably just get rid of it, but for now we're gonna do that. So what do we need? We needed 100 wood. That's weird. Why didn't they stack? Maybe I did that. I think we need fiber. We need nails. I don't know how many of those we're gonna need. I'm gonna have to go back and make a list. I think. Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure. Yeah. Coarse fabric. We definitely needed that. I'm going to have to go back and check. Drop the old hat too. Yeah, I will. I will. So the boat is right here. There you are. Let me run up to it real quick. It'll tell me. And I know I need a lot more wood. All right, 100 wood, 20 nails, 20 coarse fabric, and 10 ropes. Okay, we got the coarse fabric, 20 nails, so we'll need 14 more of those, and we need a bunch of ropes, 10 ropes, right? That's what it said. 10 ropes, 20 nails, and 100 wood. Okay. Come on, come on. Okay. Have any more wood in inventory? I don't think we do. We're going to have to chop down some trees. All right, let's make some 10 ropes. Okay, so that's done. We have enough coarse fabric. So we got the rope, we got the fabric. We need 14 more nails. Nails, nails, nails. Which we need copper for. Okay, great. We got 5 pieces each. So, okay. So we're gonna have to get some copper. Let's pick up some wood on the way, because we're gonna need it. We'll chop down some trees when we get back as the copper's cooking. Gotta rest up. Drop a workbench, can make stuff there. That's true. That's true, but I need... oh, the pepper trees have grown back. That was quick. I haven't been playing for 6 hours, I'm pretty sure. You. Oh, so much easier with the copper. Think. Yeah, it says it's waste rock over here. I think we have. Do we have no? We have a little bit of wood on us, so let me take a look. All right, yeah, there's nothing left in here. I do need stone later on, so I might as well grab it. There we go. Okay, is that everything? Nope, not quite. There. There. And you. Got it. Okay, moving over here. Oh, that's right. We have some spots over here, too. What's that? What am I missing? My first should be called the Samson. Next one will be the No Witnesses. Love boat? Who called their flags just... Oh... I haven't built a new ship yet. I've kept this ship for a while now that I've got, so I haven't brought myself to rename it till I build my very first ship. Once I build my very first ship, then I'm gonna name it. I love the fact that the resources reappear. And I think that's a great add for any game. I mean, honestly. There we go. I think that's everything. There, okay. How much do we have? We have a full inventory. I don't think we can pick any more rocks up. There is some copper over here I can't grab, so... There we go. And these rocks will be here for all time, so... Alright, I think we have enough copper for now. This is another area that we can go into. Let me see if I can build. Yeah, and we'll come back another time. I think we got plenty of copper now. Got it in one. That way. Okay. I like having the fact that your house can be showing on the map, your home base, and you can just run straight towards it. Alright, well, we're going to be stripping this island of wood here in just a little bit. Whoops. Wore myself out. And we're going to need some coal, unfortunately, so we're going to make some. Alright. And we need wood. I want to make some room here. Okay. There we go. Nice. Okay, we got 16 wood so far. Trying to avoid chopping down the coconut trees. cave exit reminds you of Han Solo, Frozen, and Carbonite. Hunger doesn't bother you. It just keeps your vitals lower than they could be. So, the only time you really need to worry about it is when you're getting into fights. Okay, we're at 50. And the tree hit me. That was funny. Okay. Seven. There we go. 66. There. Ah, took down another tree on its own. That's great. 82. We will get our ship here on this episode here. Let's play through. 99. We need one more. 100. We got 100 wood. 101. We'll grab a couple extras because we're going to need them, I think. There we go. Okay, we got 5 copper. Will that be enough for all the nails? I think so. Yeah, that should be it. Does that give us 21? Yes, it does. We have 100 wood. Okay, we have some copper we can leave behind. There we go. All right. Should have enough. Let's get our boat. And hopefully nothing has respawned, but if it has, whatever. What did I name my ship? My ship had its original name. Like I said, I haven't decided to name my ships yet, but we'll get there. We should have everything. Prepare the ship. Okay. So, where is she? That's not it. Where's my ship? We need hands. 7 men shall do. I got them all. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Alright, that's what I had to do. Alright. So there's the Ketch. And the Ketch is the name of... Yeah, we rescued the entire crew, Captain. So the Ketch is the name of this ship. And we're now aboard, and you see we have our crew here. So we're all set.
Helm's yours, Captain. Gust the wind.
Now, we've got cannons on board, I think. No, we don't have any cannons yet, so we do have to be careful. So we can't really fight any ship until we make cannons, so that's going to be the next step. So, but...
Here we go. I thought I heard the old man say, leave her, Johnny, leave her. Tomorrow you
I love that.
get your pay. That it's time for us to leave her. Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny, leave her.
I ran adrift of some sand there, sorry. I think we can do that once I get to it. I should name it the safety catch. Nicey. I'm telling you, the songs, and you can get the album. You can get this album, folks. Hang on a second here. There we go.
Leave her, Johnny, leave her. Oh, leave her, Johnny. Come on. Way up, she rises. Way up, she rises. Way up,
You know what? I do have some decent rum in the cabinet. I might just do that. That's going to be the next thing to do later on tonight. I think a little shot of rum, I think, could really end this day nicely. I got a dentist appointment in the morning. They need to drill out an old filling and add a crown, so yay. Come on, look at that. Sailing out into the sunset. If you want, you can climb into the... You usually can climb into these things. Hey! Ha ha! That wasn't supposed to happen. Usually you can run around the ship and you can climb up onto the riggings and stuff like that guy just did. But for some reason it didn't work. Ah, no big deal. Beautiful sunset. Very pretty. Great. Great game. Let's go ahead and bring it into dock here. I don't have any cannons to fight anybody, so, you know, I can't aim at anything, so there's no use in doing so. But if you want, what I can do is just go back. And your ship is now here. And if you want, just so you don't have to worry about it, there's your other boat. Beautiful sunset right there. Alright, so what we're going to do, let's go ahead and jump out of this for just a minute. I'm going to go to my main save, and I'm going to show you a quick bath. Yeah, really. Show you my current build. There's not much to see in it. As I was talking about earlier, MJ, before you popped in, there we go. There. Before you popped in, I find myself that when I build things, they're efficient. You've seen my place in Dune. It's a box with a little box on top of that, maybe a smaller box on top of that. It's very efficient for what I need to do it. And I find that all my builds and all my games are efficient with a little bit of decoration thrown in. It's going to be the same here. I don't think you're going to be that impressed. So what's the plan for the speed run? There's no speed run. Stop it, shock and awe. Stop. You and your speed runs. Functional has its own beauty. I agree. I agree, Warfrat. Yes. Functional does have its own beauty in its own way. There we go. It's going to pop in just a second. There we go. So, bedroom, nothing special. I don't even have the upgraded beds yet, or the furniture, but this is my little house, my little humble house. I even put seating on the outside, as you can see. I was a little bit more decorative this time. Some torches on the outside. Things like that. And this is my little mini village. I even put a little table here for one of the guests that I have. Look, a window planter, okay? All right? See, we did something here. And this is the entire thing. So I've got a nice dock out here with my ship. Stop by just to say hi, drop off a like. Thank you, Starduster. Good to see you, dear. So, well designed. This is where Dr. Galen hangs out. I even got some extra beds this time so he doesn't steal mine. Some nice logs to sit around the fire. I've got a garden over here that I still have yet to harvest. It's my first garden I've ever made. And I got a nice little pool over here for anybody who wants to hang out in here. You know, if it gets really deep and the water hits, you'll be swimming. But mixed stairwells, it's all great.
Troubling symptoms.
Little marketplace here, decorated. You know, I got some decorations going on, got the shells hanging. I tried to make it a little bit authentic, and different merchants and stuff like that. My own little workbench. I tried to hide the ovens over here. I didn't do the greatest of jobs, but it works. So I've got ovens over here. The cooking trees, banana trees. This is my treasure area. My storage area is currently just crates. I could put treasure chests, but I decided on crates because I'm that way. you can call the ship in, and then I built the dock out to it. And I've been spending a lot of time on this island and very little time actually out on the boat doing any fighting. The boats that are out there are level 10. Those are level 10 ships that are out there. I'm level 8. So I'll be hard-pressed with just the catch in order to be able to do it. I want to be able to build a brig one of these days. But this island is quite a crazy island, and it is it's the foothills, and I do like it a lot. There's a lot to get done here. This, by the way, is the work area, just where all the benches and stuff are. I've hired people, so that's why you see these people walking around. You got Jasper walking around, Rosalinda, or Rosalinda, as the case may be. And there's another guy, I think his name's Jack. He's wandering around here. Jack Crow. And out on this island is your wolves and goats and pirates. And it's heavy fighting. I have this set to normal mode for the most part, so it's heavy fighting and it's very tough. But anytime I want, I can lower those settings down if I wish. So it doesn't have to be so tough. So, and my loadout right now is I'm using the Buccaneer's Friend. It's level 7 at the moment. This is like a sharpshooting weapon, so when you pull it out, you see the crosshairs is very, very tiny. I'm going from there to there. So this is a sharpshooting. You can shoot from great distance and knock somebody out, whereas the reliable blunderbuss is just devastating from close range. You will knock people flying. And finally, right now, I'm testing out using the dueling greatsword. I'm beginning to like using these weapons here, and you can see that the weapon indicates under B, it says it's got a fast setting, so it's actually quicker than most. So, and a stabbing effect for the main hit. So it works pretty good. Why? So don't build mansion on your first island. I actually had a pretty decent base built on my first island. I'll be honest. It was a nice little house, and I had a lot of stuff outdoors and stuff like that. But you're picking up everything here for the most part. And I wanted this to be my main base. My other base is quite a distance away. It's all the way down here. This is the main island, and you are all familiar with, like in the last game I just played. So this is the main island, and this is the little house I built. You know, it had chests on the side, it had 2 beds, I had everything rearranged in here for all the workbenches and stuff like that. So it was nice. I took down the signal fire, I took down all the fires from here, so the animals can come here now. You can see there's some boars wandering around up there and everything like that. So I can come back here anytime I want, but this is the original island, and it's got the copper mine, and I will go here to the copper mine almost every single time just to get a bunch of copper, because it's just easy to get in there. I can walk away with like 300 copper every time. There's no reason not to keep coming back here. And you can see I do have a couple of destinations set up, but not many. Some of these, like this one here, is mine. But I put in here that you get gunpowder from this location. So this is my gunpowder island. So I'm going to go back there and I'm going to pick up 80 to 100 gunpowder every single time I go there. And then other of these places are literally the Buccaneers base. I don't have to put a fast travel there. So I've got like 1, 2, 3, fourth one here. These are bases that I didn't have to put down, including this one and this one. So, and I've got 2 bases on my main island. 2 fast travels. This one I'll get picked up sooner or later. I'll pick up the second one. So I've got 8 of my own fast travel points that I put in. And I'm going to pick up this one over here sooner or later. I'm just using this to get over to these excavation sites and stuff like that. Is that shotgun the one you ended Captain Richard with? Yes, actually, this gun here, yeah, this is the one I ended Captain Richard with, the Buccaneer's Friend. Because it wasn't the blunderbuss. The blunderbuss uses shot, so you'll go through this ammunition and the gunpowder like crazy with the blunderbuss. It will use up a lot with each shot. This one is 1 shot each, so you use 1 ammunition every single time, whereas this one is using like 4 every single time you shoot it, 3 or 4. So you'll blow through it real quick. So get him back to his location here. I don't want to be attacked while I'm over there. There we go. So, but a good weapon nonetheless. So yeah, this is pretty much it. And I plan on building out a little bit. Like, I've done the garden bed over there for now, because I haven't decided whether I want to keep it there or not. But I think I am going to keep it here. I'm just going to build it out until it becomes even with that there. And I use this for fishing. And yes, by the way, there is fishing in this game, in case you did not know. I don't even know where I did with my fishing rod, though. I put it someplace. Oh, you know what? I did put it down here. And there's a lot more building tools and stuff like that in this game, so. There it is. So you can go fishing in this game too, just like any other game, but the difference is the fishing here is actually used for food. And the mechanics are simple. When you see a big splash, reel it in. And that's it. And it tells you what you got. You got a moon angel fish. You go into your inventory, you right-click it, and it turns into 4 fish fillets. And the fillets are used in meals. And it's just that simple. I'm going to do a lot of fishing because there's also a secret weapon that you can get, which is a big, huge, like, I don't know, bass or something like that. And it becomes a one-handed weapon. So basically you can, oh, what's the term for it now? Of hitting someone, slapping someone with a wet fish. There's a term for it. But you can get the fish weapon. It is absolutely hilarious that you can get this. Fish slap. Yeah, really. I'm going to look it up right now. I got to look it up. Cornobble. It's cornobbling. The word corn with the last letters O-B-B-L-I-N-G. Cornobbling. You can cornobble somebody in this game. Absolutely hilarious that you can literally slap people around with a fish. I think that is... It makes the whole game worth it at that point. And yeah, this may be early access, and if they charge more money later on, I am going to spend the money to buy it. To buy it the rest of the way, if you will, the full edition, the DLC, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's definitely worth it to me. So, but this is my guy, and you know, for all intents and purposes, my progression, I'm mostly dumping right now everything into these 3 down here at the bottom. Once these get over 10, I'll put a couple extras up here. But the vitality, the mastery, the endurance, especially vitality, endurance, are your most important in this. And talents. Right now, I've got this maxed out retribution, so anytime you get hit, there'll be like a grayed out or sliver of bar after you drop down, that if you can get a couple good hits in, it will fill that back up for you. So that works out great. And of course, since I'm using a two-handed weapon, I'm putting it towards the two-handed weapon items in here, increased damage and things like that. So I think this is the way my last build is going to be. Not to mention additional stamina, more temporal health, as well as deep cuts from slash damage. And since this weapon is a slashing weapon, extra damage that way too. So it becomes a little bit OP after a while. So anyway, but this is my extra area. Isn't that the game where you lose beanbags? Yeah. They have that in Lotro. That's right, they do have it in Lotro. It's been a long time since I remember that. It's been years since I played Lotro, Janet. It's a long time. I think at least 8 to 10 years since I played it. And I've got some nice level 80-something characters in there. I just haven't popped in the sea in a long time. And everything in here is functional too, by the way. You can open up the windows and close them and stuff like that, and let in the sea breeze and close it on up on a stormy day. So, really cool stuff. So I'm really enjoying this, I have to admit. So, but I'm going to call it here, guys. I'm actually going to start wrapping things up, and we're going to exit out to the main menu. And we're going to write this one out for the rest of the day here. I will not be streaming over the weekend. I do have some... I got every weekend is taken up from here on out for weeks on end. So it's probably going to be a while before I do a Saturday stream. I suspect the next No Man's Sky update is going to be here probably the first week of June. It seems to have run that way in previous years. So in a couple more weeks, we should start to hear rumors, is what I'm thinking. So, all right. So I want to thank you all for sticking around and watching. For those few of you who jumped on the Twitch stream, thank you very much for being here. And I probably won't be raiding out over on Twitch. We're going to just do the raid here on YouTube, and I'm going to see if anyone's playing right now. MJ says Penal Shields and Guild are guild friendly. And you got distracted building the upper floors and putting in some guest bunks. That's good. That's good. I appreciate that, MJ. I had to put that in there. We've all been working on it. Thank you, Miss Chase. Appreciate it. It is really, really fun. And the shanties, when you're out sailing and you're just searching for stuff, turn them on and let them start singing away. And it really makes the voyage a little bit better. So yeah, that's great. That's great. All right, getting distracted. Of what I should be doing here. I don't know if Delta is playing tonight. I didn't get an alert, so I don't know if he's on tonight or not. So we can always look for someone else if somebody else is playing this evening. Okay, here we go. At least something related. Oh, go figure, Delta is playing. He's doing his usual stuff over in Elite Dangerous. That's good. Or we have a choice on No Man's Sky. We've got the Game Hub is playing No Man's Sky, Paradise Community Planet. So what do you guys think? You guys want to do some No Man's Sky? Or you want to check out Delta tonight? And for those of you who are just leaving, thank you very much. I appreciate it. No, the dentist is going to be easygoing stuff. It's going to be run of the mill. I'll probably bring a book with me. It sounds like it'd be bad. I don't have a toothache or anything like that. She just noticed that one of my previous fillings has starting to get some decay underneath it, a really old filling. So she says I can drill it out, but the problem is it's not going to be enough to build on there. So we're just going to go ahead and crown it. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. Just do it. So. All right, let's go ahead and raid Delta then. Delta has got the first choice on there, so we will raid him out. And I'm going to do a raid and run. I'm going to go have some dinner and chill out for the rest of the evening. Guys, thank you very much for being here. You guys are great. I appreciate it. Appreciate the follow over on Twitch. And we will see you guys again next time. Thank you very much. And you all have a great rest of your week and a great weekend. Be safe out there, guys. Take care, everybody. Make believe it said Windrose.